days of long ago, created by the cosmic legends of the universe. There stands one man, one great man, a man dedicated to preserving all that is good in pop culture. Loved by few, hated by many. Alone in his fortress of awesomeness, he battles fearlessly against the wolves, the evil, the unjust. To right that which is wrong, to stand for justice, to serve all mankind. He is the one, the only, the comic relief crusader.
Hey everyone, how's it going today? It is another Tuesday in this bright, shiny world of ours, and welcome to all of you that has showed up in the show so far. I want to say hi to Christian Delorme and his vinyl revival. He's got it going on. Yeah, that's right. You got that channel going on. I definitely have to check that out sometime. So, hail to you, Christian Delorme. Great to see you here. And, of course, we have our Carla Burton, everybody's favorite Kiwi. Hey, guys. Can't make the beginning of the stream, but saying hello and hugs will listen on the rewind, making watch hours count. Thank you very much, Carla. I greatly appreciate it. After today's show, you should be even closer, if not actual. I am totally 100% hoping for that. Let's see, and who else we got here? Well, we got Shogi Reviews. Hello, my god, that audio was bad, that's right, but I'm trying to make it work as best as possible because I am Canadian, and that is my fault. So, that being said, let us welcome everybody that is here today.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
And speaking of who's out in the chat there, Shoki, how's it going, dude? Great to have you
Hi.
here.
Hail. Hail Tuesdays, Lord of the Shitfest.
Exactly.
Hi, guys. I'm back.
He is
That's
back
all.
as well. And,
Mike,
and hail to
Mike, hold on,
Stark of
hold on.
Iron.
Mike,
Yes,
Mike,
yes,
Mike.
yes,
I'm going to
yes.
produce your damn show from now on since you can't seem to run the audio or the damn.
Well, that's what makes this show special. Because
The
everything
show,
is a
the show needs a
clusterfuck around
bus. Needs a,
It
needs
probably
a short,
does.
Needs a short bus.
here. Yes, it does. Well, that's actually another guy.
I'm sharing the
So-
show right now. As we
Oh,
speak.
are you? Well,
I'm
I
gonna-
appreciate that.
I'm going to try anyways.
Okay. And in chair number 2, we got the geek, blah, 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 blah. The classic geeky leftist Tom. How's it going, sir?
Speaking of audio, yeah, like I said, I got a brand new mic. So how's my audio right now?
You're sounding, to me
Sounds-
at least, pretty good.
I know. Usually we should do this beforehand, but maybe
Yeah.
we should plan. We'll show up earlier from now on, and then we'll do audio checks with each other.
Yeah,
I was
but
here. I was here before Mike.
Oh,
Exactly.
there you go.
He was.
We used to do that when I was DJ. You remember the DJ days when you have to
Oh,
come
God.
in and make sure you're saying boom, everything's ready to go.
Yeah, especially
Everyone-
This literally
everyone
is
clap.
We... yeah,
this microphone is literally brand new. I'm still learning how to use it. So
Oh,
Thank you.
and hail to Stunning and Brave Megatron. So, peace through tyranny.
But
That's
hi.
right, dude. And also we got Admiral Teague. How's it going, Admiral Teague?
Hey, once upon a time, there were 3 little girls who went to the police academy. They're each
Really?
assigned very hazardous duties, yeah, but I took them away from all that, and now they work for me. Can I borrow $5,000 because they won't leave?
Well, I mean, you could always put on a certain type of fedora and make your money back that way. I won't allude.
There's
as
a
to
guy
what
like
kind of
that
enjoyment.
outside my door with another really big guy waiting for the $5,000.
Ah,
Then no,
super.
it's a-
Okay. Then
Okay,
you're set.
Zelensky.
And Pop Culture Republic, how's it going?
Hey, it's going well.
Nice.
All right, there's 5 of us, and so far the audio sounds okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yours sounds
no.
perfect. You're
Right
good.
now.
It actually sounds good. It sounds good.
Yeah.
It does.
You
Yeah.
tried inverse phasing, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
did.
Yes.
I really did. So, well, that being said, hello to everybody that's out there in the chat and also on Rumble. Really appreciate you guys on Rumble that is joining into the chat as well. Hail to you guys. And Rumble, that's right. The better place to be for all your fun free speech needs. So
That's right. We brandished weapons and everything on Rumble last time. In fact, if it had been like an hour earlier, Canadian Spidey was going to fire his shotgun into the air like repeatedly to promote the stream.
I know. Brave man.
Yeah.
But if a
Even
Canadian
so,
fires a
man.
shotgun, does anyone actually hear it?
No, and apparently not when he chopped up that deer for us too. That was starting to look very tasty by the time we got towards the end of the stream.
Oh,
Like
it
deer
was.
moose
Yeah.
meat. Oh, so good.
Yeah, we just had a guy covered in blood,
s-
processing a deer on our show. You know, we get survival skills, Star Trek, a little everything.
Sounds awesome.
Exactly. Stark of Iron, talk to me
It was
about
pretty
getting a
fucking
commercial done
primal,
for your
actually.
channel on my late show. I definitely will, Stark. So,
to see you,
yeah,
Tony.
so as we do every show, we go through some stupid news out there. And,
Oh my goodness.
Oh, goodness.
yes. Yes.
Don't know if
because
I'm ready for this.
I'm
Double
broken as
dust
to
on
which
you.
one to do first. I know, right? Let's see.
Go with your gut,
that
good
one or
sir. Go with your gut.
Yeah.
Go with my gut. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
When in doubt,
Let's-
go with the gut.
Exactly. Well, they're both so good to share, but we'll start with this one first. So, this by the Telegraph. Anne Frank Kindergarten will be renamed to. Can you guess? Can you guess?
Oh, come on.
To be more diverse.
Harvey Milk School.
Maybe.
Oh.
So, yeah, it wasn't good enough that she comes up with the story of Frankenstein and, quite possibly one of the most popular stories that have been made into movies and such, yeah, no. You're a white woman and,
Wait,
you need to
wait,
be
wait,
basically
wait.
booted out.
Wait. What was her accomplishment? I'm confused.
Yeah.
And Frank wrote Frankenstein, apparently,
Yes.
according to Mike.
Was it Frankenstein? Wait a minute.
No, you're
No.
thinking of Mary-
It wasn't
Mary
Frankenstein.
Shelley.
Come
No.
on. We
Sorry.
have to let it go.
You're thinking-
Somebody's way off here.
You're
Yeah.
thinking of Mary Shelley.
I
Yeah, I'm thinking of Mary Shelley. Oh my gosh.
Right.
She was relocated, so to speak, during World War
I mean,
II.
I remember.
Certain
Had a
20th,
famous
mid-20th
diary.
Yeah.
Famous
She wrote a
20th
diary,
century German
Yeah.
politician didn't like her very much.
There you
Hey,
go.
Mike,
In
I
a way,
forget.
in an attic, and
Thank you.
Mike, I forget. What is your heritage again?
Yeah.
Oh.
Further back, Russian.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What was the in between? What was that
Yeah.
in between, though?
I don't know.
Alice,
The
everyone.
in between will not be talked about. So.
I remember Mary Shelley playing with those electrodes below the floorboards to make sure
Yes.
it was not found.
Yeah, that was
By the
on the Schindler's
SS.
List, yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh,
really,
my
Liam,
really,
and
the
when
pitchforks.
Liam Neeson turned around and said, one day you're going to go on to write a great book. I
Yes,
have to
it's-
save this child. That was a turning point of the movie, and when the mushrooms kicked in as well.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
that's right. Yeah.
My
No, she was a German-born Jewish girl. So okay, yes,
There
I
you
got my
go.
names mixed up. There we go.
No,
yeah.
no,
I mean, it's all good.
So-
It's all good.
She's
Yeah.
Dutch. She was
Come on,
Dutch.
you're
She
just
was
trying to do what
Dutch,
they.
Mike.
You're trying to claim like Cleopatra was black. You're
It's
trying to
just,
rewrite
just,
history.
it's
She
just
lived right
the
near where
fourth
you
event
Mike is being
in the
very
world.
Netflix about this.
Not a big deal.
Yes, I am. I'm being very Jada Pinkett Smith. So,
There's an awesome place to get weed right across the street from the Anne Frank Museum. It's
Right.
right on
True.
the canal. I've
Yes.
been to the Anne Frank Museum. It takes a long time to get in there, and it's quite small,
Right.
as you would probably expect it to be. But you know,
It's a little cramped, a little quiet.
Yeah.
Hard to find the entrance.
America didn't get there in time to help her out, but
About
you
10
know,
minutes short.
Yes,
It's
she
fine
wrote the
story
book
of
A
the
Diary of a Young Girl. That's right. That's what it was. Sorry,
That's
I
it.
got my names mixed up.
I think
So-
technically she wrote a diary and someone wrote a book about it.
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
either
Right,
potato,
yeah,
potato,
She wanted
whatever.
to be an actress.
So, yes.
Rewrite the story. She created the monster, took out all the Germans. You know.
Yeah.
Oh,
here's the thing,
yeah.
though.
Oh, there
it's
you
a
go.
lot
Hey,
worse.
do you
That
guys
would've been
It's
more
now a
brave.
lot worse to take
Yeah.
the name off of to take her name off of a
Yeah.
kindergarten.
remember?
She was the
Exactly.
victim
But-
of horrible oppression and the most conspicuous act of brutality of the 20th century by probably the most famous bad man of all time,
Yeah.
the mid 20th century German World War II leader.
Yeah.
For some reason, somebody says
Welcome to
that's not
euphemism,
diverse
dude.
enough.
Yes.
It's not diverse
I know.
enough. So we have to continue with this insanity until somebody says enough is enough.
Exactly. Can't put my finger on it, but maybe it's probably because of a certain situation going on in the Middle East.
There's always something going on in the Middle East.
Exactly.
The good news is
So-
after
It's just media
4,000
covers it
years,
now,
I'm
but
sure they're
it's
just
always been
about
going
ready to
on.
quit.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they've got to be almost done, right? I mean, 4,000 years, you figure like this got to be like overtime, and it'll be settled probably in the next couple of weeks.
No, this is sudden kill overtime now. So,
Sudden death.
yeah. Sudden. Well, I could have said that. Yeah.
It's called extra periods, Mike.
I was
As
trying
Mike
to.
approaches
Yes, that's right.
monetization, he's doing everything he can to 9/11 his fucking shot.
Thank you for existing, Rumble.
Yes. Thank you, Rumble. So,
Where we will eventually all end up.
Yeah.
yes.
You know,
Welcome
who
to Total
was really
Titillating
responsible?
Faux
A better story would be the oppression of Bram Stoker, who as we all know, died on the Eastern Front fighting for Russia. That's
Oh, yeah.
another.
I remember
equally sad
that.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
when Bram Stoker
But-
died, I was sad because I thought he would be the one to win the prize. He was an immortal. That bullet catches him anywhere else, he's fine. But got him right in the head. I told him, wear a fucking metal hat. He's, no, my
Yeah.
helmet's fine.
There you go.
I think it was
Yeah.
the cape was the problem, though. He just kept wearing the cape
Yeah,
on
it
the
could have been.
battlefield.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a tad
but he looked
conspicuous.
good in it.
Yes,
That's the
exactly.
thing. If I
No,
looked that good in the cape,
obvious is what he looked.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Look
mean,
at me,
remember we
look
all
at
had
me.
capes. Guys,
Right
remember
here.
when we had
Aim here.
the black
Right up
mask we
here.
were all wearing? I mean, we wear capes too.
Okay. And this in stupid news, because we don't have enough problems to deal with, and there are a lot of bad people out there. So remember that old saying, if you see something, say something.
Uh-huh.
So,
Poke it with a stick?
Yeah, exactly.
with a
So
stick.
apparently,
Yes.
this is the problem in society going on today. So this by Salon magazine, MAGA and Christian nationalism, a bigger threat to America than Hamas could ever be. So,
Christian lives across the hall from me, and although his
What?
last name is stigmatizing and ismic, but I just think that Christian nationalism, he's bad at returning things, but he's not a bad neighbor. Hasn't bothered
Cage
me.
is an amazing heel, but I mean, come on.
but I
He's
mean,
really
come
big about
on.
his fence, though.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
is. Yeah. I
That's
don't know,
actually a good
folks.
rapper name, Bigger Threat. Yo, this is
Oh,
Bigger
there you
Threat
go,
with
yeah.
a warning
I think
to you
I could
about
come up with
juvenile
Bigger
diabetes.
threats.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know, folks. Really, do I see herds of MAGA people and fundamental Christians just going out wanting to, I don't know, off people?
Well, help me
left,
out
right,
here.
and
Hey.
center. So
Go ahead.
Didn't
No.
they,
Complete,
Purge the White
food
House.
drives and canned food drives, donating to the local their local food bank for the homeless and those who are downtrodden.
Yep.
So yeah,
Well,
not
wait.
a
Oh,
threat to
And
anybody.
and
got-
hail your Muslim uncle. Hail, Comic Relief
Hello.
Crusader. Rumble still tells me to verify my email. After doing it several times, also the Ottomans ruled the Holy Land for hundreds of years, and there was peace until 1948. Okay,
A valid
Yeah.
view.
a valid
People,
view.
But back to
very
your point,
valid,
yes,
and
they're
we
giving all
love your
those canned
Muslim-
goods to those innocent people. That's processed
We-
food. That's poisoning.
We
Ugh.
love
Are we
your Muslim
launching
uncle,
the canned
and
food?
People like your Muslim uncle prove that we can probably all get along.
Yes.
As far as
Yes.
like I said, bigger threat, an American, a bigger threat to America. Great name for a rap album, especially if it's like more on the hardcore side. And I need some help here, guys. Where I go to church, right?
Right.
There's an American flag on the altar.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Extremists.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
fact, I've
yeah.
never been to a Catholic church that didn't have the flag of the United States of America somewhere near, not in a place of worship, conspicuously off to the
Yep.
side, but right up there, more or less where everyone can see it, sort of in your face. So does that make me?
Yeah.
Am I a Christian nationalist? And do I
No,
have
you'd
to
Oh,
be a
work
I
on
don't
Catholic
know.
nationalist.
I'm
Yeah,
coming
a
from one of
Catholic
the
nationalist.
I'm coming from one of the Protestant faiths, so I'm probably further to the right than you.
Ah.
Well,
yeah,
so when
that's true.
you get
Yeah,
that, when
that's
you get
true.
that communion and you transmutate it into Jesus, that's like your hate steroids. That helps you. That's your nationalistic lozenge,
It-
right?
I don't
It-
want to
it
touch
must be.
that.
It must be.
The scary
take-
part of it
I
all
take
is,
the
and like
Patriot-
as a
No,
Canadian,
question mark.
as a Canadian here, I would see and I look
Patriotism-enhancing drugs.
how people can call your
Go ahead,
flag
Tom.
racist. I'm like, stop! It's a flag that represents your country, just like we have our flag in it. But yet, some people, you get the TikToks in here, it's not racist. Now they're classifying, they're uncomfortable with the American flag. What is wrong with
Exactly.
you?
Go figure. Oh, and
Well,
hail Hojo.
people
How's it going,
believe.
dude? Nice to see you
Hi.
here. So,
Hi, Hojo.
the comic creator himself that has his, I believe, second issue coming out pretty soon. So, dude, I will get a hold of you to do an interview with you, hopefully very
I-
soon. So,
I love his hotels.
Yeah,
yeah,
yes,
there
I
you
have
go.
had
Yeah.
anonymous sex with other people in many of the men's rooms. I mean, nice, clean men's rooms.
Of
Ah, there
Catholic
we go.
churches.
Yes.
Sorry.
Anyway, moving on.
You see the type.
Okay.
Moving on.
So
Moving
moving
right
on. Let's see, because
also
there's because there's just so much stuff to go on. Well, things aren't looking very good for the Marvels, obviously, with a certain movie coming out in 3 days.
Yeah.
So no, don't worry, I'm not getting to
Oh,
that.
say it ain't so.
I'm not getting to that movie yet.
What's the
So-
only good
Yes,
thing about
yeah.
that? The 3
Yes.
days is a good James Addiction song. I mean, where's the upbeat part of that story?
Well, the upbeat part about that story is that there's a current rumor that Kevin Feige is looking to leave Marvel for Star Wars following Avengers Secret Wars.
So wait, that
Hooray!
means they've given up
Wow.
on Star Wars and they're going to try to save the MCU because this guy's the king of incompetence.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a point
I
there.
mean,
So,
think about it. I'm scared. Are they getting rid of Kathleen Kennedy to have him replace her? What good is that? That's just as bad.
Isn't our
that would just
contract up
be-
in 18 months, one way or another, something like that?
They're shuffling
maybe.
people around, and everybody's failing upwards.
Yes, that is it. That's
That's it. I mean,
That's
people
what's
are
going on.
laterally moving.
This is a really
yeah.
nice fail, actually. This is a Tokyo drift over into another franchise that's already completely on fire, and no one can blame him for making it worse. He's like, hey, look, it was a garbage fire when I got here.
Exactly. Oh, and hail Ray Lucard. That just made it just in the nick of time. So one sinking
Hello,
ship to
Ray.
another. Exactly.
Hello.
So, the article goes that a new rumor that claims that Marvel studio boss Kevin Feige wants to take over the Star Wars franchise following Avengers Secret War. Why?
thanks.
I don't know. So, in the latest rumor
Because
that comes
one
from...
dumpster fire isn't enough.
Exactly. Because winter's coming and everybody has to keep warm somehow.
He's
so,
trying to be the new Kathleen Kennedy.
yeah. So in the latest rumor from Scooper, My Time to Shine Hello, the Scooper claims on X, who's put out some very reliable news in the past, Kevin Feige is thinking about leaving Marvel after Secret Wars to take over the Star Wars franchise. Why? After you've
indeed.
already, over the past, 3 years now, basically obliterated the MCU.
I know
At this
why. I
point-
know why. He wants
Ooh,
South Park
tell
to
me.
do an episode. He wants South Park to do an episode about him. He got jealous.
Yes.
And he's like,
Oh, look at that.
I believe the truth.
Yeah.
Yes.
That actually makes more sense than
That-
anything.
That's actually a pretty good. That's pretty viable. That's a viable explanation there.
I can go with that. Yeah. So, speculation about Kevin Feige moving over to Star Wars games team when Walt Disney Studios co-chairman Alan Horn confirmed to Alan Horn that Feige had plans to produce a Star Wars movie. Yeah, exactly. So basically, he confirmed to himself.
Yeah,
Kevin
Yeah,
Feige
Alan
had
Horn
plans to
told
produce-
me. Alan Horn told me this.
I kind of
Are these Alan Horns?
So there's a range of dimension going on, I guess, over in Disney. So.
No, you know what? I think I can explain this one. You ready? This is like
Go
the
for
old
it.
gag from from silent movies. Two guys, one parachute, right? Marvel has one parachute worth of money. They've got two burning, tumbling fucking franchises falling from a great height. They're only going to be able to save one. Marvel and fucking Star Wars are like holding on to each other. All this makes the most sense if you think of it as like they've given a jolt of life to Star Wars, but I'm stuck to the MCU by having it kick away the rotting corpse of Star Wars and sending the stinky head of the MCU with it. Maybe, just maybe, we can convince this guy that his sideways promotion isn't a sidelining, but it is. And I think we can clearly read this as this is a decision that they can they've augured this out, not me. They think they can save the MCU. They have given up on Star Wars. This guy is a fucking loser.
Yep.
yes, completely.
Yep. I would 100%.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Oh, quick, going back on the bad writing.
Like an idiot and look like an idiot, but don't let that fool you. He really is an idiot.
Yep.
That's right. We all have
Mr.
our
Horn
forms of
confirming to
idiocy.
himself. If I might just
some-
say, ever since TMZ, everybody writes bad. There's no evidence for these writing.
You know
Well,
what?
I have
We
a
all
feeling
have
that
our
was
own form of
supposed to.
idiocy.
I assume that was supposed to be bounding into comics.
Yeah.
Or our reporter. It was like he clearly wasn't confirming to himself.
No,
unless
exactly.
Alan Horn also works for bounding into comics.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't mess with his drink. Mike did.
I messed up the names. So, and Hail Pops. Yes. Ha ha ha. Feige to Star Wars is a whole lot of no change. Yep. Precisely. So, moving on here. The Horn told the Hollywood Reporter back in 2019, "We are excited about the projects Kathy and Lucasfilm team are working on, not only in terms of Star Wars, but also Indiana Jones and reaching into other parts of the company, including Children of Blood and Bone with Emma Watson and Fox. With the close of the Star Wars saga, Kathy is pursuing a new era of Star Wars storytelling, and knowing what a diehard fan Kevin is, it makes sense that these two extraordinary producers work on a Star Wars film together."
Try not to laugh.
Fuck.
Oh, peace.
Yeah,
That's
right.
like-
Where's the
Oh,
circus?
goodness.
I was expecting some circus music to be playing while you read that. Honestly, it was
Yeah, I should have. I should have.
Oh my god.
It's like
So,
that was
you know,
literally
I
felt
honestly
like
don't
delivered
know
by
which one-
the Joker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like walking down that stairway, it's like, guess what we're gonna do to save our
Yes.
fucking franchise?
Pops, did you see Hugh Johnson from Pepsi is now the Disney CFO? Good to see another white guy bringing representation to the Mouse House. No, I,
mean,
didn't see that.
Well, it is nice to see, a big dick up at the top, you know.
Yes.
A
At
big
this
dick.
point, I would say
Hugh
let's try
Johnston has
Wanda
that big
Sykes.
dick energy.
I want us to give Wanda Sykes a try as head of Disney. She can't. Do
Oh
any worse.
God! Can you
I
imagine?
agree. No,
Your
Star
Muslim
Wars.
uncle.
No, just give her Star Wars.
Yeah.
Let's give her some.
Your
No, I
Muslim
want to give
uncle says-
Whoopi Star Wars. Shocky.
Cool. So Star Wars is going to be written for a fandom the size of a high school cartoon watchers club. Cool. So.
It's about
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
actually. Yeah. I think
Oh,
that kind
God.
of.
I
This
honestly
seems to be
don't know
very
what is a bigger
revelatory.
dumpster fire, Marvel or Star Wars.
Ooh, that's a good question.
They're intense, but what will be left when the fire goes out that you can save? You know what? With Star Wars, you're like, we have a warped dumpster we have to throw away. The fire was so hot. With Marvel,
yeah.
we've
I
seen
wouldn't
missing
say
right hand.
either one. I wouldn't
think
worry
they've
about
seen-
saving either one. I want them both to burn to ash so somebody who actually cares about them can buy them away from Disney and do
It would
something
be
good
best
with
if
them.
they sold them. It would be best if they just sold them. Right. I
It
agree.
would.
Yeah.
And their new show is what? The biggest reason to watch their new show is, one, they swear it has nothing to do with their other shows, and two, they swear you won't have to remember anything from it to enjoy their next movie, because they admit it's really too complicated and a lot of homework. And by the way, if you don't watch past the point where Disney shuttles you to the next episode or the next thing you're going to watch at the last Loki that dropped, you wouldn't hear the voice calling you a loser, which is what happens at the end of the last Loki. And if you didn't have the subtitles on, you wouldn't know that was Zaniac.
Yeah.
That's how bad the storytelling's become.
There you go, Hojo.
No.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
No, I needed a good
I'm
one.
going on Zack Snyder. I'm just going to keep my fucking mouth shut.
Yep. Right.
Pop says Marvel could be easier to save until X-Men, Fantastic Four, etc. comes out, because the Star Wars sequels destroyed the legacy characters. Yep. Yeah, I would agree with that.
What they've done with Marvel has destroyed my interest in it, so it's damaged either way.
Yeah.
You know what? To be honest with you,
I can't handle all this Loki bashing. I want more stuttering Kang.
I'm sorry. He's spaghetti Kang now. You can get Kang with either butter, vinegar, and oil, or you can have him with tomato sauce.
Yeah. Yes.
I like mine with chili.
There we go.
Full Chicago style.
Little olive oil and garlic.
Yeah, chili cheese dog. There we go.
No, chili spaghetti.
Oh, yeah. Following this announcement, Reddit user Orion Johnson, oh God, okay, who appeared to be the veteran of Orion Johnson of the Boston Herald at CRN, shared his opinion that the announcement that Feige would produce a Star Wars film. Oh God, I am as messed up as this whole thing.
What does CRN stand for? Is it the Critical Race Network?
Yeah, probably. That Feige would produce a Star Wars film was indication that Disney was looking to move on from Kathleen Kennedy due to her disastrous handling of the franchise. He wrote on Reddit, "If you are the president of a division of a company and the CEO takes the president of a more successful division and gives them your resources, personnel, and your IP, and has them answer to someone higher than you in the organization, then I hate to tell you this, you have been demoted."
Yeah, everybody comes out of this looking bad. Like, what do? We have our reverse Midas touch Marvel guy going to the dismal Disney Star Wars galaxy to apply his garbage fire techniques there. I mean, at least they unload one contract. I think that's the deal is we can only save one. And I think the decision is based on this. You guys tell me what you think. They've seen these characters re-origined before in the MCU. In Disney, in Star Wars, we just can't figure that one out. We can't crack it.
Yeah. Space Kang, the drink of astronauts. So, Hojo says, Lizzo is going to be Miley Morales in the live-action Spider-Man multiverse film titled "I Ate the Spider-Verse." So,
in IMAX only available in IMAX.
Only in IMAX. Yeah. That would be such a fail of a movie, worse than
I hear the screen
a salad bar at a
gravity,
Lizzo concert.
gravitas.
Well, they're still trying to push Miles as Spider-Man. They want him in the new game.
Constantly.
Further on, Miles. I actually don't even hate the character. I don't mind him, but he's not. It's Peter.
You know what? There's too many Spider-Men now. Like, he's a Spider-Man, not the Spider-Man. We all have our Spider-Man, right? Like Mike has Canadian Spider-Man. The crappy part of New York, north of the city, has freaking Miles Morales, man. And then here in Queens, we have our Spider-Man, who happens to be the actual Spider-Man, Peter Parker, who's the only kind of Spider-Man I'm going to fucking recognize. There are other Spider-Man.
You just need one per borough.
Spider-Man. Yes, exactly.
Steven Seagal said it best today. He said, Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Miles Morales is a Spider-Man. And I agree with that.
Exactly.
I don't mind.
That's what I've said before.
But there are too many Spider-Men now.
Stunning and Brave Megatorn says, "Are you sure Lizzo will fit on the IMAX screens?"
We're gonna film it from orbit. We're gonna try our best.
Exactly.
3D. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
What the biggest wide angle?
3D. Oh my god.
Oh,
Actually,
coming
no,
at me.
it's actually going to be
Long
AI.
anticipated sequel.
Yeah, AI.
They're gonna use AI to make her thin enough for the screen.
Yeah. And the
Exactly.
AI quits.
Instead of 1 imperial
Crash.
ton,
From the
it'll be at
makers
least
of
around
Orca.
500 pounds. So yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this is what happened to Kennedy last
white
night.
T-shirt. You've got it.
Her 3-year contract has 2 years left and will expire in 2021, the user added. So he went on to speculate more than likely her duties will be to run the next indie project with her longtime collaborator, Steven Spielberg. Yeah, that went well. As Feige, Favreau, and Filoni take over Star Wars television and film projects.
3 Fs.
Yeah. This wasn't done as a favor to Kevin. It has plenty to do
Quite
without
the
the stress
opposite.
and headaches involved in Star Wars. This is a move made to resuscitate a dying brand that has lost viewers and is dragging down sales in other divisions like Parks and Recreation and licensed merchandise, he concluded.
I mean, it can't possibly have anything to do with inflation and the fucking parks costing $1,000 goddamn dollars.
No, not at all.
No.
Not
This
at
is
all.
like the teacher doesn't trust him, so they put him in the first row, and the spin is he moved to the head of the class.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put him up there to watch, and that he's not there on his
Exactly,
merit.
like got the ruler in her hand, just like looking sideways at him the whole time. It's like, does anyone want to talk about multiplication tables? You know,
Yeah, exactly.
Kevin,
Oh, yeah.
Just
dying
on
brand that
the
has
Tigers.
lost viewers. I
Kevin
mean,
that's
that's,
the
that's
idea.
it right there. A dying
Let it
brand that's
die.
lost viewers.
Fight.
As far as I'm concerned, let it die. I might be
Lost it.
in the minority on that, but let it die and sell it off to somebody who actually cares about it.
Are you saying they need to try harder? They need to do better? Is that what you're saying?
I think it needs
better,
more.
Mike.
Yes, exactly. That's
No, I'm-
exactly what I'm saying.
Like I've said, I didn't even hate Ahsoka because it's season 5 of Rebels. I know some people here didn't like it, and yes, she could have did a better job. But no, it wasn't bad. But still, the product in general is just
Mike, if you like the Shoka, if you next say that you enjoy living next to a 5G tower, it's going to confirm a lot of stuff that I thought was
Wait,
craziness. I'm going to start to believe in some things if you tell me that.
I mean, now Kenobi, that was garbage. I don't know what the hell.
Kenobi was garbage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kenobi
yeah,
was
Kenobi was
garbage.
full-blown
well,
Ahsoka
no,
was-
let's be honest. It's The Empire Strikes Back is the inferior story, because if Vader had simply used his strength to pull a ship out of the air when it was useful, that ends the movie right there. So really, like, what we got was they fixed Star Wars, right? With Kenobi. That was they finally got it right. They finally got it right.
I thought they did that with Episode 9. I thought Episode 9 fixed Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Made it into Rocky Horror.
Oi.
I love the part where Lando sings "Hot Patootie, Bless My Soul."
Well, I do have an idea though. I think we
Okay.
need some more diversity, inclusion, and equity when it comes to Star Wars. I think that will definitely fix it
Oh,
from the
We
top
need,
down.
we
Definitely.
need another
Exactly.
movie with Erin Kellyman, the greatest actress of our time. Erin Kellyman. We spoke of her last week. Freckle Jesus.
Yep. Yes.
And-
Oh, God, her.
And more quality
Oh,
shows like Rob Yin Hood.
Oh, yeah. Rob, yes.
Yeah,
Rob Yin Hood.
that's
Oh,
it. That's it exactly.
yeah.
I think
that's it.
everyone's calling it that at the same time.
Oh,
The
my
first
God.
I mean, when I saw it, that's what went through my mind immediately. And
Yeah.
by the time I turned on YouTube, like 3 different people were saying it. So I heard Drinker probably say it first, but I think it's just like so obviously right there. You know what I mean? Like the wheel was also invented in several places at the same time. This Rob Yin Hood thing is
I think
too
Yeah.
it's
funny.
more like Rob. Why?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why?
you have to see it,
Hood.
Shoki.
No, I don't.
Come by the
no.
watch party
No.
sometimes.
No.
No, this is must see
No.
TV.
No, you misunderstand. I don't have to see anything like that.
You won't want to see a heartwarming tale of why our society needs police ironically produced to glorify criminals by mistake. You don't want to see
No,
Where it came from, or so help me!
No,
I wanna-
no.
I wanna tell-
I
No.
watched The Summer of Love live. We're good.
Ah, yeah, there
No,
we
you
go.
can
I want-
skip it.
I
You
want
can
to tell
skip it.
everyone that that the show Rob Yin Hood absolutely justifies the actions of the police in every way by mistake. Yes, they are the villains, but the show is so poorly crafted that, like, in America, the National Guard would be sent into this fucking luxury project where these fucking freeloaders live in a lap of luxury, whining in their designer clothes. The show's insane.
Okay, so it's clear the speculation of Kennedy getting ousted by 2021 did not pan out, as Kathleen Kennedy still remains president of Lucasfilm. Yay! However, the franchise is arguably in even worse shape than it was back in 2019, as the Disney Plus Star Wars streaming service has seen decreased viewership. God, no kidding.
And increased price.
Hey, do we want to pull up the stock and see if we can drive that down?
Maybe the
Do we want to
viewership
try to
has
drive their
fallen off a
stock down?
cliff.
Let me see what
Possibly.
the stock is for Disney.
Because
and let's see if
everybody
we can
loves to
drive
see a
it
car
down.
crash. So
I think the viewership dropped due to all the TVs being stolen.
yeah, more than likely.
Guys,
we literally
Disney's
can't watch
rallying. Disney's having the most unstable day. I'm just looking at the Disney stock. Let's see if we can kill it. It's at 84.46 right now, which is a little better than it's been.
Okay.
But at some point this morning, at 11:15 a.m., it went up to 84.62. Like, which is like, and let's see where we're at as far as the 1 year.
So as you're looking,
I'm going to go buy some
X-user-
Disney stock while we talk.
Oh God, yeah. X-user Mac points out that the finale viewership on the Book of Boba Fett clocked in at 885 million views. It declined to 860 million minutes for Obi-Wan Kenobi. Andor's finale clocked in at 674 million minutes, and Ahsoka only garnered basically, well, 575 million minutes, so it ain't doing too good. So
I tried to watch every episode, and it was like 4 out of what were there 6 or were there 8? About 4 of them I absolutely couldn't finish, starting with 3. 3 was intolerable.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen every episode of it, and I can't even remember it all. It's not worth remembering.
Yeah, the tots numbers are just dismal, unfortunately.
The tune-out time, by the way, PCR, have you ever watched a more forgettable, complicated show? There were so many moving parts and gears and whirling fucking bullshit going on in that show. It was supposed to be so important and have so much going on, and like try to cover all of the events in one review, and then the next review the episode had no events, and people would just be like, some people like blew off weeks of reviewing it because there was like a couple of 21-minute episodes where nothing happens.
Yeah, nothing happened. There are a number of episodes that just left me thinking, this is so stupid. Nothing
and confusing,
here
though,
makes
right?
sense.
It's
very horrid writing. Horrible,
and it was
horrible
complex stupidity. It wasn't just that it was dumb. It took you 15 minutes to explain why it was dumb. It was highly intricately complex stupidity. And you needed like 11 or 12 years of homework to have any chance of liking it. And they lied about that. They said you didn't.
And hail Killer Rabbit from space. Nice to see you here,
Hello.
dude. So not only is the finale viewership declining for Star Wars show, but interestingly enough, Kathleen Kennedy denied that Kevin Feige was even attached to a Star Wars film while speaking with IGN at Star Wars Celebration in April earlier this year. Oh yeah, because that whole Star Wars Celebration went over famously with her. Kennedy was asked by IGN, I'm thinking about projects like Rogue Squadron and Kevin Feige's project. Could those still see the light of day? Yeah.
Oh my God. Wait, this is like, if anybody knows a certain World War II movie, think about being in a map room with a bunch of generals, and it's like Star Wars and the MCU are a fucking flaming train wreck. This will all be fine when Steiner's offense comes through and we get the Rey movie. Like, no, Steiner's not coming, bro.
Because she thought just announcing all of these projects that she would just stay on longer. It's like, no, I don't think so. It's not happening. And if your indie movie doesn't make $1 billion or more, you're definitely going to be out.
But I planned for me to be here for all these.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can't leave now.
That's right. So much to do, so little time.
How will it all
unless
get
you wanna-
done without me?
Yeah.
Unless you want to play that video, check out the Disney stock that I presented. Just look at this year. What it looks like an amazing downhill ski slope. This is
Okay,
Olympic
let's
level
have a look at it.
moguling here.
Yeah.
It's-
Oh, there you
God.
go.
It almost made it back about 10 months ago. It started trending up hard. And
Yeah.
now after really, really, really bottoming out bad, what would it went down to 78 or something, right? Now it's like it's quote unquote
it dropped
rallying
lower
back.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
there
we
go.
do.
It's actually
We
going
do
down.
that. We can
Sells.
do that. We did that to Paramount, and we're going to do that to Disney. Disney, give us $300,000 right now, and we'll stop talking about your stock price live. While
Yeah,
we
we
do
did
it.
it
I'm
for DC
kind
and
of
Warner.
curious.
The way I
to,
see it, you
Yeah.
can only
Show's so
maintain.
popular, we're affecting the markets.
I'm kind of
Disney.
curious.
Exactly.
What
The way I see it,
dates-
you can only sustain about 8 more hours of us being on the air. We're willing to wait. 300,000 unmarked bills by the billboard behind the old airport. We're going to send
Yeah.
Foggy Brains to pick up the money in an hour.
Yeah.
Don't try any funny business. No cops. No cops.
Mhm. Now I'm kind of
There aren't any of
curious
those
what the
anyways. What are you
dates
talking about?
Of Gina Carano's firing and John Favreau leaving would line up with that graph.
Yep.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, you see immediately. Oh, hey, they fired Gina Carano. Yeah, nobody liked her,
There's
right?
a big
I
dip.
don't- You know what?
Yeah.
There's so many events at the same time. Like I would bet if we could look at it, that's probably an event
Every
dense
dip.
series of what. Well, like every dip probably has like 4 things. Like
Yeah.
they fired Gina Carano, and this movie flopped, and they kicked
Yeah.
back the next episode,
They-
next season of The Mandalorian for yet another year. Like it's
Fine.
like they said they cluster bomb when they cell phone
Yeah.
themselves. Go ahead.
So wait,
Yep.
So find the correlating graphs of the price increase and the stock drop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a
I agree.
good one.
Oh, yes.
I
That's
have a
right.
feeling they'll be inverted.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Are you talking
Pretty
about
sure.
the park price increase, the price to admission to Disneyland?
No,
in
for
general.
Disney. Yeah.
Oh, how about that Grand Hotel
Oh, for
idea
the-
of theirs?
Oh, yes, right.
Oh,
the one that's
yeah.
shut down now.
Oh.
So, can't
Billion.
forget that.
I heard
Oh,
that
and
something
replacing,
horrible.
and replacing, what was it? That one ride, that Song of the South ride, as
Right,
well.
right.
So, yeah.
As they're,
Oh,
as
and
they're
on top of that,
hemorrhaging-
including basically all the male employees to be wearing Disney princess outfits. On top of that,
Right.
So,
Now,
No.
was there a price increase in Disney Plus this year?
I'm pretty
I
sure there
can't
was.
believe
Yes.
that they thought they could make
Netflix
money
had it. That
rebranding
would
as
be a big thing.
Transland. What the fuck were they thinking?
Yeah. So Kennedy responded, well, Kevin Feige's project was something announced in the press or, as I suppose, fandom, but nothing ever got developed. We never discussed an idea. Sure.
Right.
Yeah. She added, as everybody knows, Kevin's a huge Star Wars fan, and if he did come up with something, I would be all ears, but that's really never happened. It's not an abandoned project. It just didn't happen. Right. Yeah. Can you smell the bullshit in the air?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm smelling
pretty
plenty of
thick.
bullshit. Yeah.
Might have
Yeah.
been
Cut it
No,
with a
that's
knife.
that's Chanel number 5, Mike. I don't know what you're talking about. This is the sweet smell of success.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, exactly. So Killer Rabbit says, I don't think you will see another Star Wars in theaters for at least 10 years.
If we're
You know what?
lucky.
If we're yeah, exactly.
That
So-
blood and bone thing. That blood and bone thing. I think we'll see because isn't that something she's been trying to do for like since day one?
Oh,
like,
God,
12
that one.
Blood and bone. Well, I know we're getting that, and that might be the only thing I could count on.
Oh, God, I forgot about that one. Yeah. Jeez. That's never
it just
going to
kind of
happen.
gets- when we read the list of things she's gonna do, it was like this one's not gonna happen. There's like 5 things. Like one of them's like Rogue Squadron, and we're all like kind of snickering to ourselves. But then Blood and Bone is in there, or whatever it's called, Sisterhood of Blood and Bone, and I'm just like,
Oh,
that
and
one
the
I believe
Acolyte.
will happen.
Don't forget the
No,
Acolyte.
You know,
I don't
all I
know if
want
that's
to
gonna
know.
happen. I don't know.
All
if
I
that's
want to
gonna
know is when is Taika Waititi coming to Star Wars?
Yeah, exactly.
I thought he already was. What didn't he have? Oh no, he already got canceled from that. He was given one.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
canceled it.
The answer
I'm
is
devastated.
He'll be coming when
Oh.
Tessa Thompson finishes him off.
I
Oh,
was
that's
really
right, yeah.
wanting his unique brand of humor
Oh,
in
yeah.
the Star
It's-
Wars universe.
That's
Exactly.
definitely a word.
I
That's a
like
word.
how you had the
Oh,
verbal
God.
asterisk on humor there. PC.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Honestly, you didn't even. That was like air quotes without even having to say it. What
Yeah.
a privilege.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
So, but I don't want him near anything whatsoever.
No,
to
we've
do with
we've
any
already
big
seen
name
his footprints
story.
in Marvel, so yeah,
Oh.
he
Let's
can
see him get in
continue.
charge.
God.
Watch-
It's,
watch him
it's
put him in
bad
charge of
enough that
children's
Warner Brothers
programming.
is considering him for Akira.
Yes,
The last thing I want him anywhere near, I mean, not that you could damage this franchise even any more than it already is, but Star Wars. Forget it. There's no way. No. Never.
All right, I went blank. He's actually being considered for Akira?
Yeah.
Shut
yeah.
up. No, that can't
Yeah.
happen. I will
No.
hunt.
Not like
It'll be
Ahsoka's
more of a
sister,
train
who's-
wreck than Cowboy Bebop was.
Exactly.
Is
Because
it-
he
is
loves
Akira-
the story.
Akira
Katsuhiro
like
Otomo's Akira. You know,
Oh,
the
okay.
famous
No, thanks.
anime that came out in the late 80s. The manga
No,
was
thanks.
just superb. The story
Don't
was
need it.
like
Yeah,
flawless.
it's the anime
Yeah.
that quite literally introduced America to anime.
Pretty much.
A lot of
Exactly.
people, yeah. Like some of
Yeah.
us used to watch it, but a lot of people that made it popular in North America.
Well,
Exactly.
young Zoomers like
Exactly.
myself don't know that. Thanks. I was.
Oh,
I
well,
honestly was not.
not a
Aware.
problem.
I honestly wasn't aware of that. To be totally honest with you.
So, but as noted above, Alan Horn, who apparently was speaking to himself, announced the project through a statement given to the Hollywood Reporter. On top of Horn's announcement, the official Star Wars show on the Star Wars YouTube channel confirmed the announcement in October of 2019. Host Anthony Carboni declared, Kevin Feige, diehard Star Wars fan, owner of multiple Hasbro Jabba's sail barges. Oh, he probably got the HasLab
Anthony,
one.
Did he get the
then.
HasLab one, or did
Yeah,
he
he must have. Yeah. And
How do you
president
have
of
more
Marvel
than one?
Studios. Yeah,
Great name.
I guess
What
it
did you
wants
do with your
multiple.
girlfriend? I carboned her.
Yeah. And president of Marvel Studios will now be able to add Star Wars producer to his list of achievements. Carboni's co-host, Andy, forget it, I'm not even going to bother pronouncing that last name because I'll butcher it anyway, added, that's right, with the close of the Skywalker saga, Kevin Feige is set to co-produce an upcoming Star Wars movie with Kathleen Kennedy in a new era of Star Wars storytelling. Oh my God, it's going to be so awesome.
Yes, because they've
Yes.
killed the legacy characters and they're trying to prop up their cardboard characters.
My God,
Yep.
their thumbnail is Babu Frick. That's what they're counting on. Oh boy.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
goodness.
And Stark of Iron, thanks for dropping by, dude. I really appreciate it. So,
Tony's link is in the chat.
By Star.
exactly. Yeah, using that Bobo Fricks or whatever. Like, really? That's
That's what they're
what you're
leading
gonna
with.
use? Yes,
Oh, like
apparently
think about this.
so.
Like everyone hates Ray, right? Kylo only coming
Yes.
back, even though he's just a
Yep.
mask. You're not going to Disney Plus John Boyega or John Boy Walton, and also you're not going to get what's his name, Oscar Isaacs back anytime soon after that
Yeah,
Moon
that's
Knight
true.
fiasco. If he
Yeah.
has any brains at all, because that was humiliating.
Yep. Killer Rabbit, yeah, a movie was just announced, a crossover between Star Wars and Back to the Future. It's called The Mandalorian. Yeah.
The Mandatorium.
I just
The
can't. Yeah.
Mandatorium, my dreadful Disney homework. I have to watch the Mandatorium.
Oh God, yeah. So yeah, we'll talk soon, dude, on Manorama, man. Yeah, God.
That article hurt my head. I couldn't even say much. That just
I think
Yeah,
I have
I
cancer
know.
now.
really
so-
seemed funny.
Yeah.
Listening to it definitely made me feel dumber.
Yeah,
Yeah, it did.
exactly.
So,
Yeah, I wrote you
screenwriter,
no points.
screenwriter Michael Waldron also revealed to the playlist in
Was he a
May
NASCAR driver?
2021.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. That he was working on the Kevin Feige produced Star Wars film. He said, we really are kind of at the outset in a lot of ways because I've been so deep in on Doctor Strange, but so far,
So to speak.
no. Yeah, exactly. It's driven by character. Here we go again. And who are some great characters? What's a great story? And it's really as simple as that. Jeez. Yeah, because Doctor
He's driven by character.
Oh God. No.
Who the hell writes these
not yet.
articles? Because
I don't know.
Joy.
Yeah, the writing is horrible too. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's probably like a direct
AI.
quote because it's
they're,
AI.
they're using Mid-Journey or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He added, it's a big universe. That's the good news. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's what I love about Star Wars. Your canvas is all of time and space, so I feel like you got to take advantage of that. Oh,
all of time and space around Skywalkers.
That is a horrible quote. Whoever is attributed to that quote.
Yeah.
It comes from Russia.
Yeah, exactly. So, oh God. So,
that's the screen.
When you look at your canvas, when you look at your canvas as all of time and space,
rest my case.
What does that say to you? Oh, I don't know. We're probably going to go into the Old Republic and maybe retcon a few things there as well.
Time travel.
Time travel. Time travel.
Multiverse. Time travel in Star Wars.
Multiverse. It's Star Wars multiverse. That's what it's got to be. Because multiverse
Doctor Who will all of a sudden show up, come out of his TARDIS, look around with slight amusement.
Hypothetically, when they went to Peridia or Perdition or whatever the other galaxy was, they now do have a multiverse, theoretically.
Purgatory. So,
well, they have a
Purgatory Purgatory is when we put on Disney Plus, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we know there's more dimensions, but that doesn't mean more universes. Sadly,
you got a point there. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
The multiverse is just because time travel is too difficult for people to conceive of, and just made for too many boring rabbit hole conversations about how they must have messed up this or that element at times. Like multiverse, boom, spaghetti.
Yeah.
So in June 2021, Waldron again confirmed that he was working on the Star Wars Project 2, The Collider, telling the outlet, "Look, that's a very exciting thing. My life has been very wrapped up in Doctor Strange and in Loki. I love Star Wars and it's really exciting. I'm excited to keep working with Kevin and I'm excited to work with Lucasfilm and Kathleen Kennedy." He also added, "I mean, it's like, are you kidding me? They made all my favorite movies. So yeah, I'm lucky and hopefully Loki and Doctor Strange 2 don't come out and people don't hate it and say, wait a minute, he can't do this."
Okay, so he's
well, if I got news for you
and Loki, so he's to blame.
I mean, you're at 50%.
Well, oh God, let's just say Loki. Oh God, yeah.
Wow, I watched the first episode and that was it.
Yeah.
And by the way, could they have taken a longer time to get that guy's sentence out? Every misspeaking colloquialism is like, well, I think when you consider it, it's kind of totally rad that they would hand me this franchise. You know what I mean?
I agree with Hojo. I agree with Hojo.
Rojo says it'll be retconned that the Sith are the militant rebels that broke free from the apartheid oppressive rule from the colonizers known as the Jedi.
Wow.
He's not necessarily wrong.
Yeah.
We've gotten there by mistake. Yeah. We've gotten there by mistake.
Exactly. Oh my God.
I think that was already partially canon. Look, just give us the Sith War where more were killing each other.
And hello, Mrs. Dadman. Hey, nice to see you here, Dadman. Mrs. Dadman. Great first show last night, and yes, I listened to your morning musings. So great show. That was awesome, Miss Dadman. Glad to see you here. So, but yeah. Going back to what Hojo said, that sounds more accurate as to what they're gonna do.
They just need to do a whole movie about Tar Vizsla and the beginning of the Mandalorians. So it ties into everything we've seen before.
Ultimately they're going to get around to they're going to get around to remaking the original trilogy
in CG.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. Being a New York Jets fan has absolutely made this a lot easier to accept and adjust to. As I've had 50 years of this fucking shit.
Yeah, at least you're not a Lions fan.
That's it.
The Lions have had more success in the last 30 years by a lot.
God, that's true.
Thank God. Texas.
But yeah, I'm sorry. Doctor Strange 2 was just I don't know, with Guatemalan Chavez or I don't know, Cuban Chavez, whatever.
Should have had Guatemalan Rooster would have made a better movie.
You mean the multiverse of madness?
Yeah, exactly.
Disney
The
stock
multiverse
went
of
down
madness.
3 cents while we've been talking, guys. We're really killing them. Disney,
let's
Oh,
you,
there we
you
go.
have our
then.
terms.
I'm
You
surprised
have
it
our
has.
terms, Disney.
Well, hold on. We just got to
Yeah,
wait and see if they
kill a
actually
rabbit.
fire Rachel Ziegler and then watch the stock tick up 50 cents.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the Winnipeg
That'd be
Jets.
the way to go.
Yeah,
I
it's the
wish,
Winnipeg
Killer
Jets.
Rabbit. The Winnipeg Jets win. I celebrate the Winnipeg Jets wins now because you have to take a Jet win where you can get it.
Yes, yes. So,
Like people
oh
like
my God.
it's like it's March. Why are you wearing a New York Jets jersey? I'm like, well, the Jets won last night. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, I'll take it where I can get it.
Yeah,
The
do that.
Jets.
So,
Oh, that
God.
game
Yeah,
last
no,
night destroyed my mind.
I can't.
And that bottle
can't.
of whiskey.
Yeah. But yeah, that being said, yeah,
Universe is a
clearly
laughing
Kevin
stock right
Feige-
now.
How much more of this article
Yeah.
exists? Jesus.
Yes,
Well,
too much.
you know, clearly Kevin
Are
Feige
we
dipped his
nearing
toes
the
in Star Wars
end?
at one point. We are almost, and there might have been some hope that he could have revived Star Wars back in 2019. However, that hope has slightly evaporated given Feige's handling of the Marvel Cinematic Universe that sent the franchise down the same trash tube that Kathleen Kennedy sent Lucasfilm and Star
ha, ha, ha,
Wars,
ha, ha, ha.
regardless. Yeah. Regardless
to
if the
Compactor
rumor is
19.
true,
Mhm.
it more than likely won't improve what ails Star Wars. Yep. You got, oh God, yeah, it won't.
Look, it's
I'm
Reva,
sorry.
everybody's favorite character.
Yay!
Reva! Yariba,
She's
Yariba!
She's going
So-
to be the Redeemer.
It's down
And
2
hail,
more
Sail
cents.
Messiah.
Guys, it's hey Snell, it's down 2 more cents. Guys, we got to keep this up.
Hail
Oh,
Caesar.
there we go.
Disney, Foggy Brains, get in your car, head to the old airport.
Yeah.
Go
I'm
more.
away.
All right, yeah.
Go, Tom, go.
Disney,
Dun,
if it's
dun,
$300,000.
dun.
Now, if you make us keep going and it makes it down to $79, it'll be $400,000, or we'll keep
Yep.
the show. We're not leaving the air till we either get our money or you're out of business.
Exactly. Oh God. So I just
They're just
I
going to start
can't anymore.
refunding and giving it out for free instead of letting their stock tank.
Yep.
Could you imagine if Mike was a professional YouTuber who only YouTubed all day, where the Disney stock would be? It's like I spent like 3 hours.
so-
He won't
Let's
get
just
100
do a live
times
stream
the
of
top
that.
Right.
It was
On
like
today's-
Mike, be the
yeah.
Hassan Piker of this shit.
A truck
Yeah,
would pull up
today's
to Mike's
episode of
house.
Stock Watch. Where is Disney?
A Disney
Yeah,
Brinks truck
exactly.
is rolling up to Mike's house right now with gold bullion. They're like, please, just stay with your regular line of work, sir, or retire happily. Anything but this.
Mike's literally out there live streaming shorting stocks.
Well,
guys, we
today,
gotta get it
folks,
down.
we'll see how
Sell,
much
sell,
Disney
sell,
is doing.
motherfucker.
I mean, it's bad enough that Warner Brothers is at $11 right now. Yeah. So, and today we're going to be picking on Paramount. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
so
if you
you
twirl your handlebar mustache.
Yeah, exactly.
Five
Pull a
racist
snidely
YouTubers were
whiplash.
elected today for trying to manipulate the stock market.
Oh God, that would be brilliant. Jeez. Hojo says, give us it'd be 3 years, little 3-year-old little named Zachary, and seriously consider getting it changed. No bullshit. Okay.
Okay.
I feel like they were missing
Good
context.
I know I'm missing context. So, I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? Should Kevin Feige touch Disney, Star Wars whatsoever, with a 10-foot cattle prod? I don't know.
What's
I'd
the
say
worst
who-
that can happen?
Yeah, no, it's not. I don't know.
I'd like to
because
know
they're
who
fun.
writes for the video game series compared to there, because the Fallen Order and Survivor are actually well-written stories, and the gaming bring them in to write the shows. They seem to do a good job. The games actually are really well written.
They actually seem more competent.
Yeah, they
Right.
do. Actually,
So-
the games are well written and good storyline in them.
We
But
have to hit the corpse. We have to hit the corpse with the paddles of life a few more times to make it look good for the family. But we know what's going on here.
I mean,
Yeah.
they
I
wanted
it
to
has-
buy.
it has-
Be-
It has
There
19
goes the-
writers.
Did
So-
here they did want to buy EA. They wanted to buy them
Yeah.
out. Disney was offering to buy them like 2 monetization. But I'm like, no, don't leave them up to the external.
Yeah.
'cause there's
Hey,
better writers
George
outside of
Lucas
there.
is credited as a creator, but not a writer on it.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's got
they listen to
19
him
writers.
and they.
I don't
they
think he's
ignore all
broken
of
up
his
on that at
ideas.
all. I don't think Lucas is broken up at all about that. He's like, thank God my name isn't on this as an author.
I'm not
No,
gonna
but
lie.
he's a major shareholder. He is a
I
major
can see him
shareholder.
buying them back for pennies on the dollar down the road.
Exactly.
What Mike?
That's not the best.
What Mike?
Oh no,
said,
it's not. But I can see him do.
Sell it to Adam
Mike,
Savage.
what Mike said cancels out what classic leftist wants. As the Disney stock spins down more and more, if George hasn't unloaded that shit, he's worth less and less. Therefore, it reduces his ability to buy Disney. So you know what I'm saying? Like he can't. It's like trying to buy Monopoly money with more Monopoly money in an economy of Monopoly money that's actually already worthless. It's just like,
well, hi, Congress.
Weimar Germany,
Yeah,
like a shopping
exactly.
cart full of money will not get you a shopping cart full of food.
Look, as long as they pull it from someone else's Monopoly money bin, I don't really care who buys what. So stop pulling it from mine.
Right.
I've got all my fake money.
Yeah.
So that being
I'm
said,
just waiting for Feige.
You can't
to
buy
announce
fake happiness. You know that.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the announcement of the winning writing team of Feige, J.J. Abrams, and then Taika Waititi. I think that will save Star Wars.
oh,
They're going to do Star Trek.
Star Trek? Oh, right on.
Yeah,
They're bringing the ball back to do the next Star Trek something or other.
Is that
I'm sure
another
that'll
bullshit
go over
story they're
well.
telling us? Because this is the 7th or 8th time we've had Star Trek 14 announced.
Yeah. So that being said, we're just going to take a brief commercial break here before we get on to the next story. So enjoy.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Here we go.
Oh, God.
Brace yourselves.
Are you tired in general? Well, try 404 chocolate.jpg. Unlike regular chocolate, 404 chocolate is a glitch-filled sensation. Your taste buds are gonna feel this. 404 chocolate.jpg. Install the flavor.
There we go.
Well, that was disturbing.
I love that ad. That was awesome.
That's right. Jeremy Boring isn't selling that.
Yes, exactly. So
the only way you can enjoy Star Wars.
Yeah. Install that flavor. You'll get the runs for a week. Anyway, so as most people know out there, and as we've been having lots of fun with this next topic, The Marvels is coming out in 3 days.
Yeah, they just dropped the last trailer yesterday or whatever.
I haven't watched it.
Oh,
I haven't watched it either.
I don't.
Yeah.
I've seen one, and that was enough.
Yeah, I know, right? God, space kittens. Why? Why, Jesus? Why?
I'm okay with that part.
I'm sort of kind of okay.
Because they're probably going to eat something that is massive, like just this cluster of space kittens eating an army. I'm kind of on board for it.
Guys, it's down 4 cents since we started. It's down 4 cents in the 10 minutes we've been talking about it. Feige, hear us. I am Key Rock. Leave us the $300,000 behind the old billboard. It's going to go down below 8.5.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
That's right.
It's dropping right now as we talk. A few cents a minute.
Awesome.
Burn, baby, burn.
So with the Marvels coming out in 3 days, and we've been having lots of fun, especially at Brie Larson's expense, especially with her feet. This out also, the Marvels director Nia DaCosta brags about the film's female representation behind the camera. Oh, joy!
Where you can't see anyone.
It's called meat shielding. Now we can't criticize the movie without criticizing a woman.
Exactly.
It's totally got a hot.
So wait,
does that mean it won't get sold in
China?
It means the movie has a lot of hostages.
Blink, blink if you're being fed. Blink if the TAs are doing their job.
That's right. So Nia DaCosta, the director of the upcoming The Marvels film, bragged about the film's female representation behind the camera while promoting the film with Good Morning America. Yeah, because that's such a strong vestige of, hope and...
Yeah, GMA, great place to talk about it. But it's ABC, so it is what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, they're going to be all glowy and bullshitty at an ABC corp-owned thing, Disney-owned thing.
Yeah, because everybody wants to see a Flurkin get a cup of Joe early.
That's the Obama meme putting the medal on himself. That's Good Morning America telling you did a good job making a Disney movie.
Exactly. So, DaCosta was asked by one of the program's hosts, what's really cool about this movie is the superheroes. Women, you're a woman. Really? Wow, I'm glad that she knows that. So, this is like a girl power movement. How has that been?
Mike, she wrote Frankenstein.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Hold on. No.
So, you're questioning whether
Lisa
or not
Frankenstein.
she's a girl. Oh my god.
Lisa Frankenstein.
No, it was a black Frankenstein. It was called Pride of Frankenstein.
Oh, that's
oh god.
So,
wow. And it's got the fist, but the stitches holding up.
Yeah,
it's somewhere we're giving somebody an idea for their next movie.
Yes,
it said Patchwork Corpse Lives Matter. Yeah, reanimated zombie lives matter.
Well, once again, Lisa Frankenstein is coming, so I mean we're already halfway there.
And 10 months from now, we will see this movie come out on the indie circuit. And we'll know we've influenced somebody.
I think it's already on Tubi now. Just while we're talking about it, it's on Tubi now.
The version with Jennifer Lawrence is on Tubi. They made that one a year ago.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So she replied, it was great. It's really great. Like oh god, see they talk like Valley Girls. It seems like at this point.
Use an ellipse. If you're a goddamn journalist, you could have you didn't have to leave it when they circle back and say and ah. It's like, so said Iger, clearing his nose and pulling a handkerchief out of his pale blue suit jacket, wiping some mucus from the top lip. Well, it's
that's already better writing than the
he
rest.
Said, spitting in his chair.
Yeah.
He picked up a pen at this point and waved it in the air when he said, "We want to make money. We want to be strong. We want photon torpedoes."
Exactly. Like my executive producer.
Torpedoes.
Yeah. Like my executive producer, Mary Levados, my VFX supervisor, Tara DeMarco, my production designer, costume designer, all women. So exciting too, because I know how important it is, that kind of representation.
I have
so it's really exciting for us.
So basically stating what? And women were never on other sets before?
Never.
Oh no,
Remember
because except for Jennifer Lawrence, you know.
Remember in Titanic when they had the scene where the ship is going down and they say, "Only men in the lifeboats, women and children last."
That's right.
So
yeah,
because men are so known for no chivalry.
Yeah. So because that's the only way you're going to get a job. So
that was Titanic.
Yeah, that's
I got to give the Titanic credit though. It's still getting rich people like 110 years later. It got like 5 more.
Oh God, yeah. And then we put all our heads down and then we all put our heads down to do the work to get all those women into the screen. She added, "Oh yeah, God."
Wait, hold on. So all the women who are behind the camera got to be on screen? What they do? Stick them in little cameos, like every little drawing right there represents somebody, or do they mean the credits at the end?
Yes, so they were gender victim number 1, 2, 3 through 150.
Gender victim. I don't think that's what you meant it to be. No, Nashville knows about that.
Yes, because if a man hurt any of them, then it's on them, not any of the Marvel characters. So, yeah, because bad men need to be punished in this movie.
But they're fighting other women.
Mike, you're in the movie.
But they're fighting other women.
No.
What do you mean?
But if they're
Well,
if there are other bad men, right? Because obviously,
men are just useless. They're not bad. No. It's worse than that. Remember, men are useless here.
Right, silly me. I have no regress in my thinking.
Yeah.
Damn it! How patriarchy of you.
Yeah, damn it, Mike.
I know.
We already know Nick Fury
is clearly an idiot and look like an idiot, but don't let that fool you. He really is an idiot.
Yeah,
you're talking about Nick Fury. So I mean, that's the director
talking
about.
That's right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm such a.
I mean, kind of, except he colonized with an alien race. So
exactly.
I mean,
he mismanaged the Jedi. He ran S.H.I.E.L.D. into the ground. Put this guy in front of charge of your fictional organization at your own peril, folks. He's the enemy I want on screen. I'm gonna win.
Technically, Hydra ran S.H.I.E.L.D. into the ground, but that's neither here nor there.
So, speaking of Levanos, the executive producer previously revealed the entire film was designed to target women from all walks of life. She told Total Film,
like a threat.
Yeah, it kind of does. So,
Yeah, that
like,
whole hostage thing is like a through line now. It's like we have targets.
like that other movie, Bros. So she told Total Film
Day afternoon.
the Avengers movie are these epic conclusions to chapters of storytelling, whereas this is a team up within the narrative that we didn't necessarily expect for Marvel. Usually you wait to see the characters to show up all together in Avengers movies. But we were decided to design a team up featuring characters that women from all walks of life could relate to, she declared. Yes, because
they did that
translation, it works so well for DC that we're skipping the origin tale movies and just throwing a fucking Justice League type film right at you. Here you go.
That's right. That's right.
I mean,
have fun
Basically,
figuring this
just
shit out.
concentrate on being women and don't worry about the story.
Yay,
It's like
women.
Yeah, right. Like,
yes.
We're also gonna get the guy from Terminator 2. We're gonna get Miles Dyson in the movie, so we can have him be like every element of Justice League's failure.
Killer Rabbit from space says, if a large ship is sinking fast and I'm on it,
died.
I'll identify as a woman or a child in a big hurry.
Oh
there
wait,
you
maybe
go.
he did.
That's right.
Did he die?
Plan ahead.
He passed away recently. Let me check. I think he's
Googles.
okay.
Do the
His
Googles.
wife is the woman from Law and Order, right? Is she still on there? Esapatha Murkison?
I haven't the faintest idea. So
People still watch Law and Order?
I guess
when I go visit my mother.
Okay. Well, yeah, because
oh God, the Marvel's just dropped a new trailer. I found that on IMDb.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, they just dropped their last trailer before it released.
But
They dropped another one. It's actually the whole movie.
Why do they not get this?
Please
That
watch
the
it.
majority of moviegoers, and especially comic book moviegoers, the majority are men. I mean, I'm not poo-pooing on any women out there that want to watch like a Marvel movie whatsoever.
No,
that's okay. Go for it. Yes, there are lots of them out there, but the majority. I'm talking about the majority.
Miles Dyson, aka Joe Morton, survived Justice League. He did not die of embarrassment. He's alive and well.
Okay, I thought maybe it was somebody else who died. It's hard to remember
I
nowadays.
think maybe you got him confused. The John Wick guy who died. The guy.
Not really, but I think I just assumed he had died. I don't
Lance
think
Reddick, you mean?
Lance Reddick is awesome, but
He's amazing.
And I just want to say, Wendy Trauma Warrior is over on Rumble and she's working. Good afternoon, gentlemen. As usual, I'm at work lurking. Wendy, I hope you do great work in the hospital today.
Yep.
And oh yeah, that's right.
Stay back
She
there, Wendy. You're
also
awesome.
she also had a grandchild as well. So congratulations, Wendy.
Congrats.
Wow.
Yeah. I hope
and, you
that
know,
that
gonna make a bad joke.
yeah, that it worked well, and that I believe it. I forget if it was her stepdaughter that was having slight complications. I believe so. I hope everything worked out well.
Well,
So,
yeah, good luck
put
with
that
that. And hey, listening to Rumble on a mobile device, you know, I too like to live dangerously, Wendy.
There we go. Yes,
It's
and
so
hail
unstable.
also to all the 9 watchers over at Rumble that are watching right now. So just say
more than
something
on
in the
YouTube
chat
currently.
and, exactly.
So yay, Rumble.
So
Hold on. I want to say I
Exactly.
do want to say one thing. What you said, Mike, though, that mostly men go to the theater to see these comic book movies, or even are watching them at home, right? But
Right.
the point is for men to watch this women in power movie, so that we
Right.
learn that men are useless and women are powerful.
Right.
Right.
Not that we
'Cause
already
worked
knew that
so
women
well
have
for
power
Charlie's
over us.
Angels.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I started off that empowering speech about female police officers.
Yeah, exactly. But if I recall correctly, there have been movies before that have lots of female representation on the screen and are made for the larger diversity audience. I mean, I can't think of them, but I think maybe Porky's is one of them. You know, a lot of diverse women represented in that, and a few other movies that may or may not, you know, maybe in the American Pie situation or things like that. I mean, lots of representation of women of all kinds of walks of life and colors and creeds and religions represented on screen.
The only 20th century movie these people are aware of is Tu Wong Fu, Thank You for Everything, Julie Newmar. Like Priscilla Queen of the Desert. Life starts with those two movies for the writers of these shows.
What about how Stella got her groove back? I'm pretty sure that a lot of it is that too. Because so many of these movies are about how the female powered character, and I said that the way I wanted to, gets her power back from she lost it because of a man, so she gets it back because of her being female powered now, and she realizes it.
I want to make the sequel where the guy has so drained from being around the strong woman that he's just like the movie opens up with him coming out and saying that he never knew he was gay until he met her.
God.
Sure.
Well, that's what happened to Stella got her groove back. Ultimately, that guy in the story of Stella got her groove back. Ultimately, that guy was just a gay player. She wasn't all that great. She really was a lot older. It really was too good to be true. She didn't get her groove back. She got her assets taken.
Ah, that's what it was. Okay.
Stella got conned.
Ironically, Levanos previously claimed the idea of having characters' powers get entangled was taken from the original Captain Marvel comics that saw Marvel, the first Captain Marvel,
All right,
split a body with Rick Jones. Entertainment Weekly reported Levanos took notes that the idea of location swapping harkens back to the early Captain Marvel books of the 1960s, where Marvel, the first Captain Marvel, and human Rick Jones would swap places using magical Kree bracelets called the Negabands. So, yeah, if anybody recalls that.
Don't say that again. By the way.
What, Negabands?
Make it very clear here. Make it very clear here. Guys, the Captain Marvel lore and the Shazam lore, they all start from a fucking bankruptcy lawsuit. And it's like, first come, first serve. Grab what you want off this burning trash fire of another comic book company. And by the way, right before they went out of business, they lost a lawsuit that says that they don't really own their shit. So you guys can buy it at a discount. And Disney and DC just swooped in there. And DC may have even licensed Captain Marvel back to Marvel. That's why, they have the name Captain Marvel, but Shazam has most of the story, pretty much exactly the same. Captain Marvel, we have redone Captain Marvel's origin 5 times.
Yeah, totally. Because I do remember that storyline. Where
at least
where Captain Marvel was essentially which essentially was put in a kind of a limbo holding area until obviously Rick Jones would kind of summon him or trade places. Something like that.
Shazam? I forget. Does anyone remember? They're gone since before any of us were born. But some third-party comic thing that was less good than Harvey as far as circulation goes. Starts Shazam / Captain Marvel. It's the same guy, and they get brought down by 1. They're not that great, and 2. They lose a lawsuit that says their character is too much like Superman. He is Superman. So that's why the Captain Marvel story, no one was really bothered. To say that we're bothered by reboots and lore, Captain Marvel's lore is just whatever they threw at that character, as they've tried a few times to make it fly. And every few years, they must use it or they will lose it. This is a bankruptcy court take-up with a lot of mandated garbage.
Yep.
Hey, now, Shoki is probably correct.
Yep. Which leads into the next article that the Marvel's director Nia Costa explains why she left the film's production. Well, at first she was kind of bragging about this female representation
there
in the
was
movie,
a box
and
on
then
my desk when I came to work.
Yeah, exactly. So, now
decision has been made.
She left the film's production. So why is that, I wonder? So DaCosta did a promotional interview for the film with Jake Hamilton on his YouTube channel, Jake's Takes. Ooh, what an original name. Okay. He asked the director, a lot has been made of the fact that you went into production on another film when The Marvels was in post-production. But 30 years ago, Steven Spielberg went into production on Schindler's List when Jurassic Park was in post-production and people applauded him for it. I'm just sort of curious.
Is Schindler's List your favorite story about a vampire? Is that your favorite Dracula story?
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. I'm just sort of curious, what is the difference between what he did 30 years ago that everyone still goes nuts about and what you did? Honestly, I don't see the difference. Oh, well, I wonder what the difference is. So she responded, it was literally just that they moved the date of the film 4 different times. So instead of being a 2-year process, which I was deeply committed to, it became a 3.5-year process. So every time the date moved, and they knew the entire time that I had an obligation, a greenlit movie with people who are waiting for me. And I pushed that and I pushed it again. And then eventually we all knew if this pushes again, I'm not going to be in LA to do the rest of this in person. So we just figured out a way to do it remote. Oh God. So basically she did this like remote. We figured out the best process and actually at the time that I left to go to London to start prepping for my next film, everyone was so clear about what the film was, what we wanted. So it really wasn't that dramatic sort of thing that I think people are feeling it is. She concluded.
One thing I would like to point out about this young lady here. This is only her 3rd major motion picture.
Yes, it is.
And so she's bitching that she's not getting to make a movie called Hedda. While you were talking, that's what I went and looked up. So it literally it has the trivia about that movie is that she left production on the Marvels to come and make this movie, which is still in pre-production because obviously everything else fucking is completely stalled. I'm just like, what? So goddamn self-important. Nope, I can't be bothered to stick around and make a movie better.
Exactly.
Captain Marvel 3 Springtime for Hilter is on permanent hold.
Oh, hey, Wes Cagle. How's it going, man? Nice to see you here.
Hey, buddy. What's up?
Hey. Yeah, but on top of that, she does this remote. She's basically
remotely
also directing remotely. Like,
how do you
what?
even do that? Phone it in?
You have a little laptop
exactly.
on the leg, you sit around and you have speakers.
You have a PA holding your laptop up, watching on the thing, and you're yelling through. You yelled, and he yells. Or here's how it's done. It isn't.
Like at her home under PJs drinking wine. Okay, do it this way.
We can officially say this movie was phoned in.
Yeah,
right.
Totally. Yeah.
So to say that somebody left the production to go to another movie, that does remind me of Game of Thrones, Benioff and Weiss rushing through the last 2 seasons because they were promised a Star Wars trilogy.
That isn't happening.
No, of course not.
No.
Can we go back and make Game of Thrones better again?
Yes, the last 2 seasons. Yeah.
The last 2 seasons.
Make Westeros ice again.
Haven't we heard that they're gonna make the final season again with like a new cast in a couple of years? Like that's the plan.
No,
when
we
he
just get the
finishes
Jon
this
Snow
great book,
expansion.
I thought he was gonna finish this great book and they were gonna redo the final season according to what he came up with. And they said that like right now that's just a placeholder kind of ending.
Yeah,
placeholder that's going to end 38 years before the actual ending. He's going to be dead, and AI is going to finish his book for him.
I think so. I think
George AI
will get to a point where it will be able to write in his style and finish his book for him because he's never.
Fans already have. That's a crazy.
Well, last night's Jet game isn't going to do anything to improve the speed of the fucking book coming out. He's going to be getting miserable after that shit.
And he's doing nothing, as far as we can tell, other than going to conventions and making
every
money.
single football game. No, he's at every single New York football game for both teams. Yeah. He's sitting there in his little skipper's hat, and he's like right there in front, because he's super rich and lazy. He just goes right to the football game. Yeah. But that is a tough stadium to get into. It's like a 4-hour traffic jam either way. So like that's your whole day
on a dragon.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right. That's what it is.
He flies exactly. Lands in the outfield.
But I mean, how do you expect this movie to turn out? Like, she's obviously hoping that, this is going to make like tons of cash. But how can you expect that to happen when you're remotely directing? This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard
I say
in my entire life.
Also,
God.
the problem with Joss Whedon was allegedly that he couldn't be around people because he was so fucking horrible, but he made good movies. So if you can direct a movie remotely, why not just have Joss Whedon direct this and then just turn him off when he starts having one of his little meltdowns and screaming at people? It's like, okay, Josh, that's enough for now. Just turn it off and be like, all right, in an hour when he calms down, we'll all meet back here after lunch and finish the scene. And like he just screams at like a screensaver for like a minute or two.
I want to go back to the Zack Snyder well. Can we just have him finish the movie? I know it's already finished. Can we just have him finish it again in black and white?
Might as well.
We just need 11 hours. It'll be 11 hours long.
Release the Marvel Snyder cut. Oh my God.
Okay, hold on. The new meme is, can we get a Snyder cut of every movie?
Yeah,
every movie now needs a Snyder cut. He's going to come back with 180 million to finish every movie that feels unfinished.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder's going to go back there and finish off Schindler's List and put Dracula back in it, the cutscenes that we lost.
No. At the end is when Schindler kicks Hitler into a pit.
And Abraham Lincoln
and he frees the trains.
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
No.
Lincoln Vampire Hunter shows up and kills a few Yahtzees. Right?
Oh God!
This is the motherland. And Hitler into the fucking pit.
So DeCosta's comments come after Variety's Tatiana Siegel reported that DeCosta had left the film production. I don't care at this point. It's all shit. Had left the film's production in the middle of post-production to go work on her Tessa Thompson vehicle, Hedda. Right?
That one,
that Shogi had mentioned earlier. Siegel detailed, eyebrows were raised again when DeCosta began working on another film while The Marvels was still in post-production. The filmmaker moved to London earlier this year to begin prepping for her Tessa Thompson drama, Hedda. A source also informed her, if you're directing a $250 million movie, it's kind of weird for a director to leave with a few months to go. Like, my God.
Well, it's over. I did my part, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need to direct anything else. We're in post-production.
That
I can understand filming it or phoning it.
Oh God!
But like the actual any reshoots. Hey, she's in there directing the other movie while on Skype with the Marvels. It's like she's giving direction to Tessa, and they're like, "Tessa's not on set, not you, them."
Exactly. Leave it up to the other women to finish it up. So.
All these other women we hired to run this production. Why do I have to do everything?
Exactly.
You delegate authority. Come on, get with the times here.
So DeCosta had previously informed Vanity Fair that she had moved on from Marvel Studios back in September. It was really great to play in this world and to be taking part in building this big world, but it made me want to build my own world more. Oh God.
I don't blame her. The fans have moved on as well, so
yes.
It's
so Vanity Fair Rebecca's Ford also confirmed DeCosta had moved on by the time the interview was concluded.
She moved on from the interview.
She wrote, we first spoke. She was just a week from starting production on Hedda, running from actor rehearsals in the morning from production meetings in the afternoon.
What in God's name is going on in this picture?
I can see the interview. She said, just text me the last two questions. I'll text them.
I'll get back to you.
Yeah, exactly. In about a month or two. So.
This photograph is an absolute disaster. I have no idea what's going on. Is she wearing an infinity bracer? Is that MODOK in front of her? I mean, what the fuck is going on in this picture? It's a rat.
I don't know. I don't know. This is supposed to be.
That's the bad person in the movie.
Bad person. Okay.
Yes.
Would they be?
This is the gender.
Evil, right. That's the cause on that one.
This is the gender and Dar Ben, the gender and race swapped character. Bender. Yeah. That's been race and gender swapped.
I mean, if she's Kree, then you're already race swapped. She's
but I mean, Dar Ben in the Silver Surfer comics was a dude, a pink Skrull. So that really wasn't a
you want.
Yeah, exactly right. So, my God, this.
That worked as the bad guy in Rocky 1.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was Creed.
So-
Creed. Sorry, not Creed.
Oh, right. That's what it was.
Similar.
yeah.
Better movie
So-
series at this point.
Oh my God! But
It was
Also,
the same,
Tessa
but
Thompson.
different.
We're bringing it
fuck
all
yeah, I could
around.
wa-
It's also Tessa Thompson.
Exactly.
I could watch Rocky over and over. They made it for how much? And this thing is a trash fire that we can't even figure out what the still picture was. It was a wreck, that still picture. I hope
No,
the
exactly.
CGI is not done. I hope
No.
the excuse is the CGI is not finished because that was really, we couldn't augur what it was. She could have been confronting a Rodok-like being, or she could have been holding up her own hand. We don't know. Or
But it
growing
gets
her
better.
hand back with the-
She's
could have
wearing the
been
nega
growing her-
bands.
It kind of looked like she
Exactly.
was growing her hand
And,
back with like force of will, like it had been chopped off with a lightsaber, and she's like looked at her stump and grew it back. That's what that
Yep.
picture looked like.
But it gets better, folks.
Oh, does it?
Because
Please tell me you don't have.
Yes,
any more
it
bad-
does.
God damn it! He still has bounding in
Because-
the comic
Come
book.
on.
yes,
Find a new
But-
website, Mike.
but-
Jesus.
A
Wikipedia
wealth
is
of
easier to
But
words,
read.
because-
an economy
because-
of information.
because the director also endorses murdering one individual in order to save many. Because in
Oh,
the
yes.
because
I
she's
saw
got
this
to
article earlier.
Yes. Yeah, because she's got to compare, obviously, her to Captain America and Iron Man and stuff like that. Because, endorsing murdering one individual in order to save many, while clarifying her comments about putting blame on Captain America and Avengers: Infinity War.
Because he said to kill Vision to prevent everything from the entire universe from being destroyed. That's
Is this one going to be? The next
That's
one's
fa-
going to be called Avengers: Insufferable Wars.
Yes,
The next one's going to be Avengers: The Final. Never mind.
the final countdown? I don't
Nope.
know. Oh,
No,
God.
it's going to be named
Starring
Hey,
Tom
Where'd Our
Arnold as the
Fans Go?
president.
Yeah.
I'm on
So
board
back
with
in
this.
So back in 2021, Takasa gave an interview to Inverse because, why not Inverse, right? Everything is ass backwards as it is anyway. Where she puts the blame for Thanos achieving his victory in Avengers: Infinity War firmly on Captain America.
Because
she
he
was
wouldn't
asked
sacrifice Vision.
exactly, when she was asked why when oh, fuck, this is so bad.
Wow, you
When
can sing the
are you-
plot of this to Copacabana by Barry Manilow, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Her name
When
was
you're-
Nacho. Yes,
Yeah.
she was race swapped.
Yeah. When you were doing press for Candyman, because that was such an awesome movie. Oh, God. You noted that racism tends to make people
Don't say it
unwilling
twice
martyrs. Yeah,
You
exactly.
got two candy men left in you, and now I do too.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. So you noted that racism tends to make people unwilling martyrs, which is so very true. We see it all the time. And superheroes are often unwilling martyrs, though under vastly different circumstances. Do you see a connection there?
No. What the fuck are you
No.
talking
Not at all.
about?
That makes no sense, actually.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Racism
The
is superheroes. Wait, what?
What?
Go ahead, Pop.
No, I'm lost. I'm completely
Yeah, I'm
lost.
with you on that
I'm,
one.
I'm suffering from apathy. I just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Marvel, Star Wars, Disney. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm
Marv-
so done.
DaCosta responded.
Spoken like a true racist. I'm proud to be in your company, sir.
Exactly.
Sure.
She responded, "Oh wow, I didn't think about that. It made that sense, but I think Candyman, third time, especially in the way we shifted his lore in my film, is a hero."
So the villain who kills people is a hero, and that's fine because of racism.
Yes,
but as it goes on, Captain America basically is the villain because he wasn't willing to kill Vision to save everyone.
Exactly.
I can buy that because I can buy that because Ahsoka made me start rooting for the Empire and Thrawn. It's like, come on, Thrawn, you gotta win.
I mean, you have to root for Thrawn. That's kind of the point.
God.
Yeah.
So
I mean, come on, dude.
I'm not
I
against
was rooting
Ahsoka. I'm just rooting for Thrawn.
I was rooting for mutually assured destruction of both factions. I was like, God, I hate these
Look,
people.
we know they
They're
all
so
die
stupid.
eventually over Jakku, so what does it matter?
Right.
Oh God, yeah.
I already know where this
exactly.
goes. But remember,
Yeah.
Captain America is technically racist. No, wait, what? What was the point of this fucking?
Exactly.
It's like, what?
Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man!
What Ryan O'Neal movie is that?
When does
What
it
Ryan
stop?
O'Neal movie is that even from? Does anyone know?
Yeah,
Like what?
yeah.
What?
I
It's Ryan
forget.
O'Neal in the meme, right? It's like
And-
and it's supposed to be like this great written line. It's like, oh God, oh man, oh God,
Yeah,
oh man.
yeah.
But it's like, and it's like the movie's just not good enough, and he's like not into it. He's like, oh God, oh man, oh God, oh man, oh.
Jeez.
And I think he just found out someone died, so it's just like he's flat. He's completely flat in his delivery. Oh God, oh man, oh man, oh
And,
God.
and Hail Titan. So yeah, Avengers, the finality again. So,
Part three, yeah, part three.
That's just lazy.
The very
writing.
last.
And
it's
tough
going out-
guys don't dance.
exactly.
This is like a bad
Oh.
electronics store that has a fake going out of business sale that's been going. It's like, man, we better get there. We've been going out of business since 2019.
Exactly.
Oh, it's the
So,
McRib.
Radio Shack.
she then commented on Captain America and the snap. Something I like to say a bit flippantly about Captain America is that the snap is all his fault because he was trying to do his best, trying to do the right thing. There's a world in which he's a villain because at the end of the day, he should have just sacrificed Vision.
Yeah, of course.
Personally, I think it's the Nova Corps' fault because they didn't stop him at the
Yeah,
start.
exactly.
It's like, Jesus Christ, it comes down to the last person to fail, not the first one, right?
I blame the
Thor- it could be
Eternals. Where
Thor's
were they
fault.
throughout this? Where were the Eternals when this was happening?
Fucking
those
right.
fuckwads?
The fucking Eternals. Where were they?
I blame the complete lack of Adam Warlock.
Oh yes, yes. Because technically, Adam Warlock is
once
his
we got
yin
him. I don't
to
know if we can
Thanos'
blame his
yang.
absence anymore.
But look why they're blaming him. Let's be honest. Why are they blaming him? Because he's a white man.
He's the white man.
Yeah,
and he's
exactly.
America.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's
embodiment of
patriotic.
America.
Yeah,
Actually, he was.
America's like a Latino.
nomad.
He's
in
his
that
target.
movie.
Right?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
He's racist. He's bad. He's
But he renounced his Americanship.
yeah. He did actually. Yeah.
Yeah, he was Wakanda. He was Captain Wakanda at that point.
Yeah.
Oh God, fucking asshole!
I mean, he
What
was
a stupid fucking idea. I'm sorry. I know you invented.
but he wasn't Captain Puerto Rico anymore either. So I mean, it is what it is.
Oh,
Gave up
that's
being
right.
Captain Virgin Islands. Yeah, like a lot of shit went out the window with that. He didn't think at all about Captain Guam. The people in Guam had no superhero. And then Godzilla shows up.
You
and
know,
just fucking
Guam is
swaps that.
underrepresented superhero wise.
Yes, yeah.
It really
That's
is. We need a
right.
superhero from Guam.
And
to
so is
handle, like, I
Tobago.
don't know.
Wait, did they do that in the Captain America comics where like everybody got to be Captain America along the way?
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah.
Well, did we get
You're
a Captain Guam
America,
at some
and
point?
you're Captain America, and
You
you're
get a
Captain
shield.
America.
You get a shield. You
Look
get
up-
a shield.
And you're
Look under
Captain
your
America
seats.
too.
Exactly.
Look under your seats and grab your vibranium shields.
That's right.
We have
So
enough
she-
for
I
everyone.
blame Falcon.
So, yeah.
Sorry, we ran out
So
of shields. You get a car. You know what? I'll take the fucking car. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll take a Coke.
So she elaborated. He chose one robot's life, albeit a sentient one, over literally the entire universe. There's a sort of anti-hero in that if you want to look at it through that lens. Oh my God.
Yeah,
I was told
on this one.
He was
Yeah.
a sentient. Oh, God. Yeah, but he's a bad guy. Yeah, so she also continued, people would say I'm crazy for thinking that way. Yes,
You're crazy.
you
Yep.
are. Yeah. But there's something connected to the journey
11-year-old.
of the anti-hero and the hero. The hero's pain is something that spurs them to martyr themselves, and the anti-hero's pain is a thing that kind of starts their journey as opposed to ending it.
Hey, Mike, what does spursum
You know what you're talking about?
mean? What does the word spursum mean? I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you're
Spursum.
talking about.
I think.
Come on, that's an anti-hero. I mean,
Yeah,
sorry, Captain
yeah.
America was the quintessential good guy hero.
He stole Amelia Clark's arm.
Yeah.
on Secret
Yeah.
Invasion.
Oh my God.
It is.
We pretend that doesn't work.
Oh, how long can trusty cadet Stimpy hold out?
How can he possibly resist the diabolical urge to push the button that could erase his very existence?
That's
Will
true,
his
Titan.
tortured mind
Yes,
give in
yes.
to its uncontrollable desires?
Oh, God.
Can he withstand the temptation
Oh, God.
to push the button
Oh,
that
man.
even now
Oh,
beckons him
God.
ever closer? Will
Oh, Thanos.
Oh,
The button you
Jesus.
should all push is the like
You know
and
what?
follow for my really good friend Mike, the comic Relief Crusader.
Oh,
he brings you
God.
these streams on Tuesdays and Fridays, and we could use a little bit of that free cryptocurrency called a like. If you could, it would be nice.
Yes.
We would really
If
take
you
it.
could.
We'll try to earn it by entertaining you. We're going to step it up for the last 20 minutes and actually try to be funny.
Exactly. We're going to try to because
on.
we
I-
got nothing else left.
Hit our
so,
goal.
you know.
Once we hit our like goal, we'll stop trying.
Yeah.
Can we get a sound drop
exactly.
of Mike confusing who Anne Frank was? Because that would be
We're
great.
capital.
That
Yeah,
was
we
great.
should.
That is like
Yeah.
mic drop level hilarity. I mean, I
I
mean,
know, I'm
you
sorry.
understand
And
it's-
Frank.
Listen,
Trader
listen.
Frank.
We
I'm
need,
on.
first of all, let me just say this really quickly.
And
We
hell,
mean
Gap.
dispersion. Mike made a simple mistake. We
I-
caught him on it right away. We
Yep,
all do
yep.
these things.
I
It
wanted to let
happens
him
to
keep going.
Yeah,
everybody.
it's all right.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
makes
Mike,
mistakes.
Mike, you like all the people from the Middle East, correct? You think they're all fine, right? You don't have any issues with them.
Oh, outstanding
They're fine, right?
citizens.
He
And-
thinks there's
and-
fine
and
people
we
on both
got-
sides of Israel and
And
Hamas.
what happened to that
Yeah.
Dutch girl was really terrible. All right, we all agree on that. Like
Yeah.
we're not debating what happened. That was a total mistake, and we apologize for the
That was
inaccuracy.
her
Yeah.
hero.
We are going to go to town
Exactly.
on how
That's right.
dumb we sound for doing it.
Yeah.
I'm
The
going
Titan,
to
yeah,
that,
in the comics, didn't Superman renounce his American citizenship as well? Almost seems like
Yep.
a pattern. Yeah, it does.
I think
It is.
so.
Yeah, I feel like
Yep.
that had to do with Amanda Waller.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, and Hail Gap,
right,
Action
hi,
Charge.
Gap.
Thanks for joining
Good
in.
to see you, buddy.
Hey there, Gap.
So,
Hi, Gap.
yeah. So,
So Captain America
ahead,
isn't
go ahead.
feminist enough and therefore is not a hero because
Exactly.
he didn't sacrifice his friend. That
yes.
It's like he's a Miro. He's all about himself. Selfish
Yeah.
man.
Well, he wasn't a Shiro.
That's for sure.
Yeah. So he's
The
bad. He's bad.
MCU. The C is for cucked.
Yes.
Men cucked universally. That's what
Yes.
MCU stands for.
I miss
Cucked
Thanos.
everybody.
Oh,
my God.
I do too. Yep.
You know what was? You know, was a victim in this? You want to talk about
The
someone
audience?
victimized?
Wakanda?
Well,
Yes.
if I remember, like someone who got
Most definitely.
misrepresented and trashed. How about
Oh.
like Moon Knight in
The
that show about
audience?
Scarlet Scarab that he just
Yes,
happened
the
to be in
audience.
some of?
Scared.
Yeah.
The audience is in the trunk of a car, like in From Dusk Till Dawn. We're that woman in the trunk of the car that they took
Yeah,
from the
we're,
bank.
we're all banging
Oh,
on the
yeah, yeah,
trunk
yeah.
saying, let us out, let us
Yeah.
out.
Exactly.
I'm trying to self-delete with the tire iron.
So-
I've given up trying to leave the car. I don't care
So-
anymore.
Speaking with
Oh my God,
comicbook.com's Phase
there's
Zero during a
still more in this
promotional
article.
tour of the Marvels, DaCosta provided more details about her comments. Oh, great, because I can't wait for more.
Please explain.
Like, yes, exactly.
For
Because
once,
it's all
I'm
about.
sharing Brie Larson's expression. There's more?
Yeah, seriously, that was perfect. That was perfect.
She's
Because
finally
not
emoting.
only,
Look at that.
because
Great
not
job,
only is it
Brie.
about women making this entire film and dodging your duties as a producer and a director, but oh God, let's
Captain
Can I
Marvel's
just say,
fault.
let's see
what
how
is
more
Captain
deeper she
Marvel-
can shovel. So
Mike, can
she
you
Like
said,
that
show,
infomercial.
show
But wait,
Captain
there's
America
more.
again for a minute?
yeah,
Mike, could you
but-
just roll back for 1 second so we can see Chris Evans? I have a question here.
yeah.
Why does Chris Evans, out of nowhere, look like he's descended from criminals on both sides, clone of Russell Crowe? He looks like a
little bit.
younger and less fattish. He's on
Yeah.
his like now we know where he's heading trajectory wise for his looks. Ladies,
Gladiator
that's
2.
what you got in 10 years.
He's going to
That's
start
right, Cap.
Gladiator too.
Yeah, you're a
Yeah,
victim,
soon he's
Cap.
going to start
So,
wearing like a rumpled blazer all the time to cover up the fact he doesn't shower, right? He's going to show up in
Yeah.
interviews fucking, quote, sober.
Well, Wakanda's a very poor nation, like all the other nations in Africa. So I mean, he
They
can
have a
do some much,
wall.
right?
Ah,
So-
ah.
Invisible
They have a
wall. so-
wall. You're not
Oh,
allowed
I'm
to go
sorry.
there. They
I'm
are
sorry.
right there.
They have
They hate
water.
white people.
They have
They
water
hate white
because
people.
Namur, did that
Somehow
assault on
Central
Wakanda as well.
Africa
So,
is right on the ocean. Yeah.
silly
Somehow
me.
about being
Yes.
right
There's
on
rivers.
the ocean, no one ever found
Yes.
the Central African country.
There's rivers,
Yes.
creeks, fjords.
It's
all
like the
things-
Simpsons
right.
night boat, right?
Yes,
Oh
exactly.
no, they're
That-
headed towards
thank you.
Yeah.
shore. Don't worry, there'll be an inlet. Michael, I
Yeah.
found an inlet.
That's
And
Oh, it's
moving
an
on.
inlet.
and moving.
Night
So
boat,
she
night boat.
said.
There's the article.
So she said, so here's the thing. The
watched
reason
the
why
video.
it's his fault is the reason why he's such an amazing hero, because he's like, we're not going to sacrifice anyone. There always has to be another way. He was incorrect, but then also he was right in the end because everything was fine. We did lose some people that we cared about, but it is his fault because he should have ripped that thing out of his homie's head from the beginning. Oh my God.
They were trying to
So
remove it from
they-
his head.
Oh my!
At the close.
Yes, that was the whole point. Siri was
now
in the
it's
lab looking to safely disconnect the thing from his head to
Tony
save
Stark's
Vision.
fault.
Oh my God!
It's still,
By the way,
it's still
guys,
his fault.
with
It's still
trading
all
now-
his fault.
Yes,
With
it's
trading now
still
closed.
is all his fault. Oh,
We don't trade lives.
With
Yeah.
trading all closed on the stock market in New York, Disney, as I was waiting to say this, fell 2 more cents to 84.59
Yes.
in overseas trading, and I believe
So-
a move what's called profit taking,
Yeah.
where you sell off dead
She
stocks.
added. But then again, oh my God, there's so much flip-flopping, whatever.
Simultaneously hold
goes
both
George-
positions.
Yes, exactly.
There goes George's
But then
ability
again,
to buy Disney right
that's-
there, right?
that's
Like, he
what
just
makes him
lost,
such-
like, how many millions?
That's what makes him such a good character. And I think some of the amazing success of that first part of the MCU was those characters were so true to themselves and they made sense. All of the decisions that they made, even if you don't agree with them, they made perfect sense to who they were. So even though I blame him, I understand him. Oh my God. I
can we
look
go
as
back to how
confused
it's
as
racist?
Mark
Now
Ruffalo
I'm
in this
lost.
picture
Yeah,
right
exactly.
now.
I'm wondering where
Now
the racism
I'm
is.
lost.
I'm
Yes.
getting them.
CR, can I join you in complete oblivion of just like
Yes,
let's know
yes,
about
complete-
let's talk in the
complete
private chat
apathy.
about fucking football, okay? I got some
Oh,
problems
yeah.
with the Jets
How about
game I
them
need to work
Cowboys?
out with my friend.
Oh.
Yeah, let's talk in a private chat about that while these guys talk about the fuck this is going. I got lost.
You know what?
So much double talk. Oh my God.
I blame Ultron. I blame Ultron.
You blame Ultron.
Yes.
If Ultron
yes.
had won, hold on. If we saw in What If, what would happen if
Yeah,
Ultron
yeah.
won? So it's
Right.
Ultron's fault for losing.
That's right.
Ultron
He
is
didn't
now
try
racist.
enough.
By not killing everyone, he let everyone die.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Oh my God.
See, Ultron at
Oh,
least killed the
God.
entire universe. Thanos only did half. So realistically, by leaving those people alive by dying, he actually is more racist because Thanos killed more by killing less.
Right.
Right.
But I agree with his character.
It makes perfect sense.
Damn you, Chris
Oh
Evans.
my God.
Can we
Oh.
just that one? Can we just clip every ridiculous thing I just said? I wanna put that up
No.
short,
It makes
'cause
for
that was
good
fantastic.
viewing.
No,
Just
I
to be
mean clip
honest
it
here-
for short.
Flip it and- yeah,
Just
exactly.
to sum up here, we have now realigned the story outlook to be that Space Hitler was right. Okay.
Yes.
He was always right.
I guess
Well,
so. Yeah, we're
It's,
finding that out
hold on,
now.
it's actual Hitler's fault for losing in the MCU because then they got the
Oh,
Tesseract.
Yes.
He got tesseracted.
If
to sell-
Schindler had
Oh
gotten
my
the Tesseract, it saved everyone.
On Frank
Or
had
on
those
Frank would have
last
gotten
two
the right-
chapters of Infinity War.
Yeah. This is
co-writer.
what
Frank
happens
would have
when
been
the
able to
article
finish
goes
her
off the
Frankenstein
rails.
movie.
Now all I
Oh,
can think about
jeez.
is the room full of typewriters at the beginning of Schindler's List, and they're all writing Marvel scripts.
Yes,
Instead of
exactly.
like people. As they shave people's heads and destroy them, they're like, yes, we will make it
All
Gap,
the
better.
while,
anybody
Mary
have-
Shelley hiding
Gap-
in an attic. Anyway,
Yes, exactly. Gap After Dark says,
I'm gonna go
anybody
talk
have an
football in the private
Alexa, ask her how much she thinks Marvel is going to make in the opening weekend.
Nah. I mean, that's pretty good. They're
Oh,
all
85 million.
expecting- They are.
You know-
Everyone is expecting these movies to bomb. I mean, there's no general expectation that they will break
Yes.
even.
this
No,
Aquaman, all
exactly.
these new ones.
I mean, every
Oh, God.
comic book, superhero movie, every movie out there, there's just an expectation that it will fail.
Here's
Yes,
the thing, though.
yes.
The
There's no
losses
two
are
ways around it.
last year. The losses are last year, and it's possible some of these people had insurance, like loss insurance. At this point, with what you've got, you might as well just, these things were in the pipeline while those terrible ideas were still in ascension. And a lot of them took forever to get done because we see these people don't work very hard. Their stuff takes forever, and they always take twice as long and give us half as much. So this idea is just probably at least 3 years from the point they started doing it. So yeah, like we got another couple of years of woke garbage just in this pipeline. It's like the digestive system of a cow. Incredible.
Not even that bad. As last article stated, they don't even show up for work. So
yeah, exactly right.
You know,
Quite literally phoned it in.
They're looking like a hero now.
Yeah. Look.
Why did you not go to work to
God.
do your job? I wanted to spare people the movie. It's like thousands flock to home of director to thank. Like, give some flowers left at MCU Renegade's house. Like, I just wanted to spare people the movie and keep it out of the summer movie theater season.
Yeah. You know,
I real film. I felt bad when I saw what I had done.
I just got to say this. Marvel, Disney, thank you. Thank you for the past, let's say, 3 years of putting out all these movies, because without this material and without your incompetent producers and directors and writers and without Disney Plus, I would have nothing. And I would not have people watching, and I would not be
of us in that same boat.
Yes. Thank you for all this material, because you are getting me closer to monetization to tell all the people about how incompetent all of your people, all of your directors, your producers, your writers, your special effects people, your makeup artists, and your whole diverse cast of everybody.
Wait,
to
hold
know
on, Mike. You're saying
how
making
bad
making your stock continue to fall after trading closes isn't an accomplishment. I think that took some doing. I would come on. You're just being you're
And it is
denying
not-
people their accomplishments.
I know. And it is not just me, but everybody else that is speaking about all this kind of trash that's going on. I thank you, Disney and Warner Brothers and Paramount and Marvel and Star Wars and Star Trek and everybody out there. Thank you for making this possible.
Wait. Hold on.
Okay,
Isn't this
go ahead.
Aren't we the toxic fandom? Aren't we toxic and
Yes.
No. We're racist pundits. That's
exactly.
Know your role. Know your role.
That's
I think
Henry
Cavill said it best when he said fans aren't toxic. They're passionate.
As a person of color, I can't be any of these things.
There you go.
Oh my
play the
God!
Latino card here. Since we're all doing this, I'm gonna play the Latino card. I'm incapable of racism. I'm really good at colonizing other people, though. We are from Spain, mostly from Spain, right?
Mostly.
And a bloody good job you did there too. So,
well, I'm sure someplace, I have some Native American blood in me, but I don't know. I can't.
I do, but that's because of a transfusion. I just claim it.
Oh, right on.
Okay. So you're related to Elizabeth Warren.
That's a color.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Good. I get 1/128th of her salary.
Yeah,
exactly.
Once every few
what
weeks,
was that,
he's
Tom?
briefly
Sorry?
related to Elizabeth Warren while he gets the
we all have
transfusion.
color. I'm peachy. So.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
There's.
So
I look like Will
God.
Smith, but I'm white. I mean, that's the thing.
I would like that. I want to declare something after that article.
Okay.
I think that article, the last 4 articles, are so stupid. I might have to watch the Flash movie to punish myself.
Guys, if you want, I have Rob Yin Hood. I can put Rob Yin Hood on right fucking now.
No.
When you use Flash as a palate cleanser, that's something wrong there.
Yeah.
Technically, it's self-deletion is what it is. I need to wipe my mind of everything that's ever.
Right.
I need to flashpoint.
Warner
I have to
Brothers.
flashpoint my own brain from the last 4 articles that we read.
We'd like to invite Ezra Miller and Director X on the show to discuss race.
Yeah,
we would love that.
exactly.
We'd love that both of you.
That being said, I'm hoping also for the Snyder cut of the Batwoman movie. So.
No, I want the cut of the Suicide Squad. That's still supposed to be coming out, the Ayer cut or whatever. So, I'm still waiting on
Really?
That'll never happen. There's no David Ayer cut. They're lying. I never even saw a movie. There was no movie.
No.
They made a trailer after they burned their movie for the movie they had made. It couldn't have been from the movie, or they wouldn't have been allowed to make it. The rules were so arcane. No
Yeah.
part of what they made could be used to make money since they took the write-off.
Mhm.
So
I mean,
on behalf of the cast, they made a short
Turpentine does
trailer.
clean pallets.
Yes.
You know what?
I mean,
they-
literally.
I feel bad for Brendan Fraser. It sounds like it was another performance
Uh.
wasted by him, but he's doing better than them.
Yeah.
You know,
He's already got,
given
he's already
Zack
got DC money. He's
Snyder's-
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
given Zack Snyder's track record, I think Rebel Moon will be awesome.
I'm hope. Yeah.
I actually don't hate
Oh,
that, but
if-
I'm in the minority.
Only in
here,
a few weeks. Killer Rabbit, thanks for stopping by, man. I really appreciate it. So
Yeah, cool.
yeah. So
I need a power nap from those articles.
I do, man.
I
And,
usually
and Mike's
so
reading of
much
it.
more fun.
My brain hurt on those
Exactly.
things. I've never heard these. Who
It
writes that
did.
stuff?
It just.
Yeah, that was
It just-
Mike.
It
It's
saps
not you.
you.
You were the one who delivered it, but like that was some Billy Madison level fucking stupidity. Nowhere in your rambling discourse did you come anywhere near making a coherent thought. We're all dumber for having heard it.
I
Everyone
know.
in this room is
I
stupider for
struggled.
having said it.
I
I wasn't
That
the
really-
points.
that
and
really
may God
makes me
have
wanna
mercy on
take
your
up-
soul.
Yeah, that really
Yep.
makes me want to take up writing. I'll get started
Yeah.
writing some novels, but they'll be in crayon, so I don't know if any of them will be published.
At
The
this
next
point, we need
New
to
York Times
take a
bestseller.
step back and write the next story on a cave wall and see where we went wrong from there. Just pull back and start over. The only thing we can do is take off and nuke the entire Western literature from orbit and start. Oh wait, I
Yeah.
already did that. Sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot.
Well, it's all
Yeah,
it's
we
all
got a clean
racist
piece
now.
of-
Exactly.
Yeah, well, who said a clean piece of paper makes the best drawing? That clean piece of paper is
It's-
oppressively white.
It's time to deploy the rods of God now. So
We're gonna start drawing on
Yeah.
black paper just to make everything equal.
exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
hold
that's
on,
right.
we're pulling someone's going to pull a Gavin McGinnis on air. What do you mean the rods of God?
The satellite up in orbit.
Oh
Right.
yes,
Rods of God.
the
You heard
needle
of
of
those? Yeah.
justice, sure.
Yeah.
Yes,
No, but
exactly.
I like
So-
the idea that we could all be destroyed in a moment. I'm
Yeah,
rooting
there
for
you
it.
go.
Actually, let me tell
Exactly.
you something. I'm counting on it.
Yep. So as we land the plane, I want to thank everybody that joined into this insane broadcast right now. Yeah,
Landing.
that too.
That's
Yeah,
what it
whatever.
is.
insanity, the good-
Any
the
landing
good
you can walk
time.
away from, Marvel must have made a movie about it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I want to thank
You say
Christian
that.
Delorme that came in, Carla Burton as well. Thank you, Carla. Stark of Iron, Tony. I will see you on Manorama tonight. As well, stunning and brave Megatron was also here. Your Muslim uncle Hojo. Oh yeah, that's right. He also has the second issue is out now. Sorry about all the meth at the hotels. I can't be everywhere. We forgive you.
That was a good comment. That was
No,
a good
that's why we
That
go.
was a good comment.
That's why we have Hojo's frequent stayers cards. It was for the match. We come
Exactly.
back for the match.
That's right. Ray Lucard as well was here. Thank you, Ray Lucard. Pops was also here, so check out his channel as well. Thank you, Pops. Who else did we also have here? We had your Muslim uncle. I do believe I said him. Thank you, your Muslim uncle. Killer Rabbit from space as well. Thank you, Killer Rabbit. That just had to nick off right now as well. Mrs. Dadman Walking also was here. Thank you, Dadman, Mrs. Dadman Walking. Great show last night with that Lego build that you did of that Doctor Who build and your other morning show. So great that you were here as well. Snail Messiah as well. Thank you, Snail Messiah, for joining in to the cost. See, the whole Marvel thing just made me absolutely retarded.
Drink
Wes
more,
Cagle. I'm trying.
Yeah,
to
at a
drink
certain
more wine.
point,
Yeah,
the IQ
yeah.
You
starts
overclock-
flaking off like dandruff.
He
It was,
overclocked
yes.
all
Wes-
of our brains with that offensive bounding into comics fucking story. That was the stupidest.
I did.
It was
Which
a
one?
stupid story, but it was
All of
also
them.
written
All
so
of them.
The one that
Yeah, pretty much.
meandered, where it's like, he said fidgeting with his coffee cup. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you writing here? A detective
Ex-
novel?
Pounding
Just
and
tell us
It's
what the guy
amazing.
said.
They progressively got worse as
It
we
did.
went from article
It
to
did.
article.
Ellipses, parentheticals, journalists use these things
Wes-
to shorten and make people's points not seem so stupid.
Yeah.
We know they're dumb. You don't have to enhance it.
Wes Cagle was also here. Rocco the Brave. Sorry, dude, that I missed you. But he was here as well. He also caught the
I'll put his
the
link in the
trailer
chat.
as well. Thanks, man.
links in the
And
chat.
And the Titan, thank you, Titan, for showing up also. And
did not get to talk about that there, the Titan. It's a good point. Alpha Core number 1 over $700,000 in 2 days.
That is crazy.
Wow.
They're doing
That
it
is
right.
where we're headed
They're
with
doing it
our
right.
alternative entertainment media, because everybody's getting tired of the crap.
Yep.
that's being
Tired
shown
for
That
good
on
animation
entertainment.
wasn't too
Tired for
bad.
well-written product, so.
I didn't even
That
purchase
trailer-
it. Now I should.
That trailer wasn't actually too bad for essentially somebody starting out of Alpha Core, if anybody caught that. So it was not too shabby. So I thought the voice acting could have been a little bit better, but hey, they're starting out and that's okay. So yeah, thank you everybody in the chat for showing up. I really, really appreciate it. Shoki, what do you have planned besides the podcast?
So besides the podcast, okay, fine.
Well, no, you can plug the podcast.
It's like nothing. Realistically, I've got nothing. Well, I have an Ecto 1 build that build log will be coming up very shortly on the Shoki Reviews channel, but nobody cares about that realistically. But if you want to see an Ecto 1 getting build, you can do that, and I mean a scale version, not a big one. I'm poor, so you can also come and check out the Now You Made It Awkward podcast as featured on my face currently. We can come over there where Mike every now and then comes and joins us, one of my original cast members on that show, and the only one who bothers to show up for work. So, there's that too.
Yep.
So new episode is dropping on Friday. We actually talk about some of these situations a little bit, but reaching out and doing a few other things as well. So nice. the new trailer for the World of Monkeys Begins twice.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great euphemism for it. I love that. Yeah. I love that euphemism. That was great. The World of Monkeys Begins
twice.
It sounds like also they should cross that over with, how about this? Like Star Wars meets Fast and Furious on the Planet of the Apes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Actually, I just saw a Fast and Furious Star Wars meme this morning. It's like, you don't need the power of the Force when you have family. That's literally what it is.
I knew family would be in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only thing they said, like, that's not even a theme in the movie. It's just they keep saying the word over and over, hoping it sinks in and means something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, family, hope, and force are basically all you need.
Yeah.
Wait, that sounds horrible. Never mind.
Force that is female, mind you.
Yeah.
And thank you people all for the likes. And I'm sorry to have called you people, but Mike, we have 6 people watching now. I'll Venmo you like $10 if we stay on the air the next few minutes. Let's get these watch hours in, man. This is our moment.
Don't forget, I forgot to mention too. Don't forget, there's 2 other people you forgot to mention. Wendy was here watching on the go.
Oh yes, that's right. That's right. Wendy, Trauma Warrior over on Rumble. Yeah, thank you, Wendy, also on Rumble for watching as well. Yeah, thank you very much for reminding me.
Carla popped in to just let her know she's going to watch the rewind. I remember that as well. Remember she made that out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes,
Carla's
Carla's
been here.
There she is again.
Carla's been off and on.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, and the classic geeky leftist Tom. What do you have on the go? Anything soon?
Well, again, after retiring, and I don't know. Some people still refer to Foggy. Again, that channel is officially in hiatus right now. After 8 years, I got burnt out. I needed to try something new. Okay. Working with these gentlemen here, we're going to start that. I'm still doing the photography, and I just want to say this now. I did some independent filmmaking. I've been on a few sets, but this weekend I was the cameraman. Turns out I end up being the producer and the assistant director, and I'm also the editor. So I get a lot of hats on this thing. It's like, holy gee, I thought it was just the cameraman. But it was fun. I had a blast because it's indie filmmakers. You get to work with indie people, around the community. And that was a blast. And I look forward to doing more work with them down the road.
Awesome.
Cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah, you're going to have to show us when it's all done.
Oh, definitely.
Sweet. And everybody's favorite dad-like figure that's here that tries to talk some sense into everything. Pop.
Oh, thanks.
Definitely.
Me?
Yes, you.
When you talk about the sagacity, I assume naturally you were speaking of me. What am I supposed? What am I supposed to think when you give that kind of a setup? Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Future stuff coming. More live streams. Scripting out some ideas I have. Enjoying some shows on Apple Plus of all places.
Oh,
the other streaming service that I know very little about. So
Rumble? It's hard to
Pop,
use.
if I
but,
may ask you a quick question,
worth
did
it.
you
It's
finish
actually
Silo?
worth. They may have changed their interface too. I think there's a lot of people saying that they've worked on that Rumble thing. So
Yeah.
Oh,
What was that, Tom?
Yeah, I was asking Pop. Did you finish the series Silo watching on Apple?
Yes. I finished Silo. I've started. What was it? For All Mankind, which I'm having a hard time getting into because it's by the same guy that did the remake of Battlestar Galactica, Ron Moore, and not a terribly big fan of his. So it's slow plotting, heavy character drama. So if you love that stuff, you'll probably enjoy For All Mankind. There's this odd show called Severance that is very strange. It's the kind of strange that I'm really hoping there will be a payoff by the time I get to the end.
Okay.
Because if there's no payoff, I'm going to be really upset.
Now, what was your opinion on Silo, the first season? Did you like it?
Yeah, Silo was very good. Quite enjoyed Silo. Let's see, what else does Apple have? They made I think they started off by having their own adaptation of Isaac Asimov's Foundation, the novel series.
Interesting.
If you've read the novels and you enjoy the novels, you probably will not like the TV show adaptation. There's just too many changes from the source material.
Oh, really?
If you pretend that you've never read the novels and just go into the TV show as its own thing, you might enjoy it.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a lot of just
The only reason I was bringing up the extension on Silo, as you mentioned it before, seeing and I watch it. If there's any Fallout gaming fans out there, because you have fellow geeks who love the game's series of Fallout, it's very similar. It's not after that, but it's loosely based after being in the vaults and stuff. So that's a really interesting story.
Yeah, I found out Silo was based on a series of novels, so I'm very tempted to get the novels and read them because the TV show's in that rare camp of wow, I've found myself enjoying it. How much more will I enjoy the novels?
Right.
Yeah, that's
right.
I was
that's
very
pretty
impressed with it.
rare.
It was original. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Like that. So for all that, go check out Pop Culture Republic and all his musings over on his channel. Yeah. And everybody's favorite New Yorker, Admiral Teague. What do you got on the go?
I have a fatherly slate of ideas on the table for everybody. I guess I'll be back on Thursday. It's between Lance Bass, Lawman Lance Bass, and 1883 for my watch party. I'm going to do it a little later this time so I don't go jumping into the spinning multi-bladed fan that is Critical Drinker and Midnight's Edge being on at the same time. Starting to think that one not doing as great as I wanted to might not have been all me because a lot of people rewatched it. Just wasn't doing great live. So I'm going to push that one back maybe to like 5 Eastern, a little later. And we'll figure that one out. Look on my channel. And Saving Star Trek goes on Fridays after this show and Sunday nights. And please hit the like and follow buttons for my good friend Mike Lorber.
Now, I want to
everybody here actually like and follow everybody and share as well.
Like and follow everybody and each other.
Exactly. Now, I just want to let everybody know that this Thursday, all of you guys out in the chat, so don't leave just yet. This Thursday, I'm going to be interviewing the guys over at Flip City Magazine, okay? So this is essentially these guys here. God, they're just a bunch of wacky guys. Holy moly. They are essentially the new Mad or Cracked magazine of this time. And boy, did they poke fun at everyone.
I used to love Mad
Literally
Magazine.
everyone. Yes. Yeah. Then you're gonna love this magazine. Check them out. They are on X, on Twitter, on Facebook, on like everywhere, literally. And I'm going to be talking to all of the guys over at Flip City Magazine this Thursday. Actually, this Thursday. So stay tuned for that interview. Same bat time, same bat channel. Yes, I'm using that analogy because I don't care. So it's going to be at
Flip City. You have till then to get out of town.
Yep. So it's going to be at noon Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Atlantic time. where we talk to all of the creators over at Flip City Magazine. So check that out. I got it in the queue. So
what
check
in
it
the
out
name
and
of
spread
God
it
is
around.
Atlantic time?
Well, that's just one more.
That's
advanced.
our time right here.
Exactly.
We're Atlantic there, eh?
Yeah, that's right there, eh?
Oh,
So
wow. What time is
that's
it there?
in the Maritimes there in Canada, except for Newfoundland, which is a half an hour even more.
Yeah, they got a weird time in Newfies. I love you, Newfies. I got good friends that are. It's like 6
right now.
away here.
It's 4 p.m. for you, or 6 p.m. Yeah, that's right. That's the other direction.
4 p.m. Atlantic, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific, and 1 o'clock Mountain Time. Oh, and I suppose I'll do Showcase time as well. So that would be 2 Central.
Yeah, thank you. Hello.
You're welcome. So I didn't
By
forget.
the way, Mike,
so
we're used to being forgotten. Nobody knows Atlantic time is.
To answer Shoki's question in the private chat, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Disney stock is just still losing value. It's at $84.59 since trading closed at 4 o'clock. Projected to trend downward with a possible low as $68.70 in a wild day of trading, where they cratered all the way down to like 84.05 and then just beat their way back up to a whopping 84.59 and falling. Holy shit. But it's up on the day overall, because it was even worse shape when it started. This trading opened, it was at 84.23, so it put on 26 cents of value. But we shaved that down. It was heading for a 30-cent day, man, and we took the wind right out of their sails. Behind the old airport billboard on Mark Bill's
have
Disney.
The power.
I feel like we need
Kennedy drop off the money.
I feel like we need the Admiral Teague Daily Disney stock drop report every day.
I feel like I'm a Palantir.
And now your news and reviews of the Disney stock that's going on right now. It's down to $84. Up to you, G. What's going on?
And like you would see like Saruman from Lord of the Rings holding his hand over like the Palantir, but instead it's a stock ticker, and it's just like got like the black fire. It's like, whoa, we must build an army worthy of Mordor. And like inside the eye, you see like the Mickey Mouse silhouette like spinning, and it's like, an attack Gondor.
That person isn't going to build itself, So.
Make me a ring that sucks out people's souls and makes them invisible. Oh yes,
exactly.
Called the accelerated pass at Disneyland.
Oh god, yeah. Now I got to get my brain around.
What is worse than the
all of
ultimate
that,
flex?
so.
You pay $120 to go into a park, right? And if you flex like $60 more, you can cut the line and just walk right in front of people. It's all about being like, it's such a put down model and so Machiavellian. It's not gonna. Their parks are in big trouble. They need to think about a lot of stuff. That Star Cruiser going down was the first casualty.
Yeah, Wes Cagle, Disney won't learn until the stock hits at least 60.
And even then, I just don't see them. Yes. I don't see them learning that lesson.
Well, look how low Warner Brothers is. It's like,
and what did they do? Sell off.
Hey,
like,
Disney
Sheepherder. You just made it on the tail end now, dude. So really appreciate you being here, man.
Let's give them a minute of bonus content. Seriously, what do they do to save their park? Like sell off just the Animal Kingdom? It's still like contained within your area. It's like I foresee a time in 10 years where we have those 5 parks owned by like 3 or 5 different entities, right? And like the hotels, it's just like a hodgepodge, and it's crazy town like Buena Vista, America, and it's just like the state of Florida just backs away slowly. It's like, you want to get eaten by an alligator? Go ahead and go there. Fuck that place.
No, they just sell the land that the park is on to the U.S. government, and they're just going to turn that into new sanctuary cities.
Right.
You need to actively. You need to work so hard to keep that land above water, though. Like that's part of their problem. It's a swamp.
Every
in California, though.
There.
Yeah. At some point, they're going to hammer out a deal. Disney, Comcast, and Hulu. They're going to hammer out some kind of deal where Disney will get Hulu for whatever reason they want it. I have no idea.
We're still talking about billions. I don't know that Disney can. It's just like George Lucas trying to buy Star Wars. Like we want it.
Right. Billion here, a billion there. Pretty soon you'll be talking about real money.
Their fates are intertwined. Yeah, their fates are so closely intertwined, because as the Disney stock plummets, George Lucas's wealth is kind of going down too, unless he was smart enough to offload it. And we've heard nothing about that, and that would probably move the needle on the stock for like weeks if he unloaded the kind of shares he has. So, like, every time they fall, the chances that he's the one who reacquires them is low. The best move they can make, honestly, hire the Moonfall guy. He was a bad George Lucas who's 10 times better than what we're getting. I would take Star Wars Moonfall. The Force makes it fall, and like just make it another planet with a different race. It would be half as stupid. Think about it, Disney. You know,
if Vader can't pull a ship down, they're not going to make a Moonfall.
Yeah, you're right. No. We're gonna at some point though. Palpatine will throw a planet into another planet before we end this whole mess and give up.
Here's the line. That's no Moonfall.
It's like Skyfall. We'll put Daniel Craig in it, and he'll play the whole thing as like a depressed
Skywalker Fall.
There we go. Skywalker Fall.
Yeah, he can hate his job. We'll get Judy Stench in there with him.
They'll have to change his name to Moon Killer instead. Yeah.
Why should the Moon kill?
So,
he did. He
like, I originated the shitty new Star Wars character.
These Star Killers.
To ever play him. I don't know how it happens.
Yeah, that's right.
Anytime they originate a Daniel Craig character, he automatically becomes the worst person to ever play the role. It's the worst.
Well, that being said, thank you guys.
Thank
you guys, everybody in the in the chat. I really appreciate you guys being here. Stay tuned for that Thursday interview with Flip City that's going to be going on at the same time that this show comes on. And, of course, we got our Frantic Fridays where we end the week off on a good note. At least we try. So, you know, but that's not saying much nowadays anyways. But it makes for fun viewing. So thank you, everybody. And so from... Oh, God, see, I'm messing up entirely because that Marvel story just fried my brain.
Today's article has just ruined our brain cells in general.
I know. So I'm just going to say from everybody here on the panel to all of you guys in the chat, whether you're watching on the rewind or not, thank you for coming. And we shall see you hopefully on Thursday. See ya.
Cool.
Later,
hey,
all.
everybody. See ya. Thanks for coming.